Mhm. Hello. Let's see. Yeah, that's
Hello, everyone. This is 11:21. Mr. Chooks, I believe you're there. Mr. Chooks, please confirm that you're there.
hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Hello.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Dayo. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm waiting on Mr. Chooks to take the attendance.
So I'll be calling it. Chooks will be recording it.
All right, wonderful. So, we start afresh again, so we can continue. Please go ahead, Mr. Caleb.
Okay.
Wait, so before Caleb start calling the attendance, so if for example we like skip your name or you didn't hear your name, just notify us on the chat. So we don't like at least allow people to just be talking anyhow, please. Yeah, you can go ahead, Caleb.
Mr. Caleb, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
So please, can you comment the?
Hold on. Just give me 1 minute. Let me set up.
Are you sure these people have not sent village people to us?
No. No.
Team one to 5.
All right. Okay. All right. So, good morning, everyone. So, I'll just be
Caleb, can
starting.
you just hold on, please? So I suggest that all teams should send their video to the assignment submission chat now. Go ahead, Caleb.
All right. So, good morning, everyone. So I will just proceed. Team one, Messi, Tebami 4. Please, apologies if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Messi, Tebami 4.
Present.
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 So Ejiro Obri, Jobuloju Adeboyejo, Adego Rite Ayokunle.
Present.
Okay. Samuel Ayomide, Zaron, Benjamin. Is there a Benjamin in team one? Okay, Benjamin is present. Sorry, what's your other name? Hello?
Benjamin is present.
Benjamin, what is your other name?
Ikechukwu.
Ikechukwu Benjamin. All right. So Ononogbo Anthony. Please, Oneseta, please, if you are trying to speak, raise up your hand or else please mute your mic. Okay, I should make you host. Where are you? Guy, raise up your hand in the chat. Let me look for you. Okay. All right. So Ononogbo Anthony, Adeniran Sodiq, Afolayo, okay, Afolayo Oluwole, Akode David, Alex
Present.
Kunu, sorry, apologies if I did pronounce
Akoni
that.
David present.
Dela Alalodo, Awodi Abdul Mujib, Awodi Abdul Samad, Bamidele Favor, Clement Ojo, Dr.
Clement
Gift,
Ojo is present. Present.
Dr. Gift. Please, who's trying to talk now? Please, please, who's that person? Sorry, Dr. Gibbs, Dela Fabiwa Emmanuel, the Falili Olakule,
Present, sir.
okay, Ahmad Sharif Dean,
Present, sir. Present.
okay, Jegede Judah, then John Victoria
Parent,
Johnson,
John Victoria.
right, Jose Meyoku, the Joseph Twizerimana, apologies if I didn't pronounce that, Ignatius Emmanuel, Olamilekan Olowoliyi Dunamis, Oyedikachi Anthony, Safulai, please, I'm very, very sorry if I didn't pronounce that, Usman, Stephen Jeremiah, Toyin Fowowe, Zelob Sofela. Okay, that's all for team one.
Zainab Shofala is present.
All right, that's noted.
Also,
Zainab
Alex.
Shofala is
Also,
present,
Alex.
please.
What do you say?
Zainab
Alex.
Shofala is present.
That's noted. That's noted. Then someone else was saying something.
Yeah, it was me, Alex. Alex is also
Zainab,
present.
Okay, Alex is present. That's Alex Dikunuyi. That's the one above.
Ihunyu.
Yeah, that's number 12.
Zainab Shofala is also present,
Yes,
please.
that is noted enough. Thank you very much. That's noted. So I'm going on to team two. Jonathan Wisdom, Oladele Ibukun, Olamide Williams, Olofin Oluwatoke,
Present.
Onujoy Ugoma, Peter God bless, Sabitus Salisu Kani, there's Selbo John Kuju,
Present.
okay, Stephen Awa, the Sigwe Dukan, Wahab Ayomide, Ayodele Oluwatayo, Alwa Abubakar, Damilare Taiwo,
Present,
Usman,
sir.
okay, Usman
Present.
Zakari,
Damilare
Akiwa,
Taiwo, present.
you said what?
Damilare Taiwo, present.
Okay. Then Akiwale Aremu, Uluwadare Victor, Abdulmalik Aliyu, Alpha Gulak, Bailey Ibuku, Buye Mary.
Present. I'm present.
Okay. Sorry, who just spoke now? Is he Mary or Ibuku?
Oye Mary.
Bukoye Mary and Ibuku, they are present.
Who is
Okoye
present?
Mary.
Okay, Bukoye Mary is present. Bailey Ibuku, is she present?
Yes, she is.
Well, I'm not getting anything from her now. Where is she? Did she drop off the call or she's muted?
She's muted, that's why, sir. I can see her here on the. She's in the Zoom. You can check, sir. She's there. I guess it's our network.
Yeah, I understand. We'll move on.
Thank you, sir.
Echo to peace. Then Emmanuel, sorry, is team 2. Is there an Emmanuel in your team? Emmanuel,
Yes, Emmanuel Anaja is present.
please, can you type your surname so that we can put in there? Because we just have 2 Emmanuel.
Okay.
Then another Emmanuel too. I don't know who
Yes,
this is.
Emmanuel Anaja, that's I'm present.
Okay, so Chups, note it down. Then Erica Oro Mo Felix. I'm very sorry for the wrong pronunciation. The goodness Eputo.
Present.
All right. So that is all for team 2. So I'm going to team 3. Ibi to Washe Oluwabukola. Then as Isaac Addison Aduk. Then Kolawole Ayiti. Nana. Then Musomi Sengwe. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Then Oluwafumi Lade Afolabi. Then Oluwapelumi Sola.
Present. Afolabi present.
Then Oluwapelumi Solagbade.
Olafumade is present.
All right. Omar Ahmed. Orimolade Tinu. Teslim Lawal.
Teslim Lawal present.
Tosin Giwaya Catherine.
Orimolade Tinu is present.
All right, that's noted. Orimolade Tinu, that's excuse. And Adekunle Sowole.
Present. Adekunle Sowole present.
Sowole, apologies. Balogun Jimo.
Present, sir. Balogun Jimo present.
Fadare Naomi. Paul Adeniyi.
Paul Adeniyi present.
Bemili Falowo. Then Taiwo Ogunjobi.
Joby present.
Okay, Taiwo Ogunjobi.
Bemini is present. Bemini is present.
So, Paul, Bemili and Taiwo Ogunjobi, they are all present. Just move on. Then
Yes, sir.
Tebafo Tola. Then Abdullah Akinlade.
Present, sir.
Present.
Okay. Akinlade is present.
Ami
Tebafo
Fotola
Tola
is present.
Okay, Tebafo Tola is also present. So 77.
Yes.
Then Adeyemo Kelechi.
Adeyemo is present.
Adeyemo, sorry, are you a male or female?
I'm a female.
Please, note it down. Kelechi, that's the lady there, not a man. So change it. Then Akigbe Becky Anita.
Akibe Becky present.
All right. Augustine Favor. Okay. Boni Nugwe Nevis. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Caleb Otudeko. Okay. The Chidi Bright Triumph. David Oduola.
Caleb Osudeko is present.
Caleb Odudeko.
Caleb Osudeko is present.
Oh, my namesake. Then
Yes.
Bright, Chidi Bright Triumph. Okay, David Oduola. David Oduola. Okay, I think he's present. Just move on. He spoke earlier. Then Ebu Rachel Pius. Barry Midrell Buye or Buyo.
Rachel is present.
So Ebu is present. Then Francesca Mbawusi. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Francesca Mbawusi. Is she present? Okay. No response. I'll move to
Sorry to interrupt again. David Odola is present. I talked earlier. I'm not sure if he was taking note of.
I noted that. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Alade Gideon, team 4.
Alade Gideon is present, sir.
Right. Emegoko Paul, I guess. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Gani you favor. Olariwaju Osiga. Ayomide Jegede. Mustafa Okpayemi.
Mustafa Kwemi present.
Ayomide Jegede is present. Sorry.
Okay. Mustafa Okpayemi.
Mustafa Kwemi present.
What of Olariwaju Osiga? Is he present too? Okay, move on. Mustafa Okpayemi, is he present?
Yes, Mustafa Kwemi is present.
Okay. Noted. Ayomide Jegede is present. Move on. The Alubo Ejiofor. Apologies again. Then Andra Millennial. Ayomide Adegoke. Ayomide Adegoke. Azimat Abdulaziz. Apologies again. With book list 1. Then Clinton Udausa.
Azimat Abdulaziz present, sir.
All right, Azimat. Sorry, you're a lady or you're a guy?
I'm a lady, a woman.
I adjust that error, please. Thank you. Then Clinton Udausa. Eniola Alex.
Present. Eniola Alex is present.
Okay. Erasmus.
Erasmus present.
Erasmus is present. Ezeweze Dorcas.
Present, sir.
All right. Idowu Ayomide. Ipinlaye Joy. Jesu Ranti. Apologies again if I didn't pronounce that well. Kehinde Emmanuel. Korede Kolade. Max Vet. Meya Wino. Please, who are these people using nicknames?
Most of them, they didn't change their name on this page.
Please, let's move on. Olakunniyi Abdul Adebusuyi. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Then Oluwapelumi Jacobs. Oluwaseun Amore. Onoseta Nnebenosi. Apologies again for the wrong pronunciation. Is Onoseta on this call? Okay. Can see her, but she's not speaking. Onoseta. Yeah, she's present. Don't worry. Move on. Pelumi Dairu. Pelumi Dairu. Then, okay, I'm not going to call anybody with nicknames. Then, Temitayo Oyedele. Okay.
Present.
Okay, Temitayo, right?
Yes.
Okay, Plato's. Is there a Plato's on this call? I'm not supposed to call the person. It's the late name. Why am I calling you? You refuse to do the right thing. Why am I bothered? Then Samuel Oreoluwa David. Samuel Oreoluwa David. Then Danny Yan Titilayo.
Samuel David present, sir.
Okay, so Samuel is present. Danny Yan Titilayo. Apologies for the wrong pronunciation.
Present.
Okay. The Uram Odinaka. Ezrim Daniel. Ezrim Daniel. I can say him on the call, but I think he's having network issues. Just make it present. Do you get? All right. Yes, yes. Siriku.
Adebayo, I'm
Yeah.
present. Am I already? Adebayo, I'm present.
Yes, thank you very much for answering that.
Okile Samson Okoyemi, team 5%, sir.
Okay, so Kule Samson is present. Babylon say Daniel.
Present. I'm present.
All right. Tiwa Tope Oroshola. Abdul Basit Azma or Azza. Amza. Yes, Amza. Sorry. The Ukwa Festus Trevor. The Christian Udeze. Christian Udeze.
Yeah. Present.
All right. Ugwa Kide Gift. Apologies again.
Egwaide gift present.
Gift. Okay. Apologies for the wrong pronunciation. So Gift is present. Then Elizabeth Wamoni. Then Emmanuel Oluwasise. Then John Joy. Is John Joy on this call? All right. Moses
Moses Ogoja present.
Okay, Moses Uguja is present. Naima Akmayemi Idris. Okay. Pelumi Ademo. Then Perfection Popola. She on this call. Then Triumph Onabu. Okay. Tommy Singh. Is there a Tommy Singh on this call? Then Fikayo. Olabisi. Oluwafemi. Oluwayo. Yisonami. The Sustain. Then these are just leak names. Okay. Yeah, that's all for the attendance. So for those who didn't hear their names and are in this group, please kindly drop on the chat you were present so that we can note that right now. So for those who didn't hear their name and they are in any of the groups I called from T1 to T5, please kindly drop your names on the chat so we can proceed. But yeah, Dio, I'm done with the attendance, so we can move on to the next stage.
All right, wonderful. So we have the remaining about 16 minutes more to brace up ourselves, and then we'll start by 12 o'clock. Best wishes. Quickly, Mr. Caleb. Mr. Caleb, are you there?
I can hear you.
There is an Orimolade Sunoade that registered her presence on Friday. But I think she may have been marked as absent. So I wanted to confirm that she was marked present. on Friday.
Chooks.
Remolade Tinuade.
It's the
What team is she on?
Remolade Tinuade, are you here, please?
Orimolade answered
Season
you.
23.
Yes, I'm
Season
here.
23.
I'm here and I'm speaking.
Okay.
So what team
All
are you
right.
on?
So, team 3, I believe. Please confirm that, Remolade.
hold on.
Orimolade Tinu, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, present.
Well, you said
She was marked on Friday.
That's Friday. Okay.
Yes.
So Friday, you give her.
Yeah, sure. Confirmed.
So she was marked present on Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that will be
All right. Just one. All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right. So to everyone, please get set by 12, and then so that we can move on. All right. See you by 12. Please stay on the call. Don't leave to the participants.
And make sure your video is ready before 12. So did you inform them on that?
I think that's been the protocol since we started. But for those who have not done that, please put up your background for your videos, and please ensure that your videos are on while the session is on. So you have to now till 12. If you still need clarifications on that, you can put it in the chat so that you can be guided through. Thank you very much. See you by 12.
So I'm checking the chat. Erica Oromo Sele Felix is present, so please adjust that.
I've done that.
Okay. Then Manuel Anu Ajayi team 2.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yes. Yeah, no, come on. Then Onoseta clarification, sir. Are you trying to say something? Onoseta, are you trying to say something? You dropped clarification, sir. Okay. Okay, Moses, we've done that since. Okay. Awodi Abdul Samad. Okay. So Chooks. Not Chooks. Chooks Awodi Abdul Samad. Team 1. 15.
Sir, Mr. Solomon, sir.
You can talk.
Okay,
Yeah, I
thank
can
you,
hear
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Akinwale Aremu is present. He just went off because he want to send something to me. I don't know for our presentation.
What team is he on?
Team 2, sir. Team 2.
Have you noted the Abdul Samad?
Yeah, I just did.
Aremu. Team 2. Have you seen Aremu there? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Goodness Ekpoto said she was present on Friday for team 2. Chooks. Yeah, please note. Goodness. Hello, Goodness. If you are muted, please speak.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. You dropped the chat. You said you were present on Friday.
Yes, yes. I can't remember if I marked my attendance, but I was present on Friday. I'll be present all through.
All right, okay, good. I will take notice to that.
Sorry, how can we confirm that the attendance will be present also? Is there a way to confirm?
You want to confirm?
For what
Like, is
purpose?
there a way to confirm? So let's say you guys we don't get to like capture that this person was present on that day and then the person is present. So how do you get to check?
I mean, we take screenshots of everybody that comes in, that comes out. Plus, we also have access to the Zoom recording, so we can always go back and check.
Okay.
How about this guy, where is it?
More minutes to go, guys. I hope we're wrapping up. Please and please, we implore you to submit your assignment to the assignment submission thread on Discord. So please and please do not fail to do that. And I hope you're getting it all set. The pleasure has got Wesa. See you soon.
Morning, Caleb.
Morning, Prof.
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Nice to have you on the call.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the great job you guys are doing.
Welcome. So everyone.
Good morning, Prof. Caleb,
Good
do you want
morning,
me
sir.
to assist Professor Anis with a background video, a background of I don't know if she's got it sorted. You might want to confirm if your background is fine. Okay, we need to do the background for you. Caleb, quickly assist Professor Anis with virtual background. Caleb's gonna do that for you in the next 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir.
Make I quick next too. Hey, I don't feel use phone join because of my background. You see this professor?
Hello, please, who is that speaking? Good afternoon, Professor Anis.
Oh, Dayo, well done. Good afternoon. Well done so much.
Yes,
Well
ma'am.
done. Thank you
It's
so
a
much for
pleasure
the
to
great
have
job.
you on board.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much.
So, Prof, I'm
To everyone,
going to call you on
to
WhatsApp
everyone,
so that we assist with the background.
all right. So everyone wondering who our dear Professor Anis is, she's our Deputy Director for Zoonotic and Global Health Research at the Institute of Genomics and Global Health. She's the Deputy Director of the Global in our Institute of Genomics and Global Health. And it's a pleasure to have her around. And also, she's also the wife to our wonderful director, Professor Christian Appic. So to those of you looking forward to having couples in science, dear Professor Christian Appic and Professor Anis Appic, you could refer to them as the modern Mary and Pierre Curie of our time. So good to have you on board, Professor Anis Appic.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me and for inviting me. I greet you all, everyone, and then hope you are having a good time. I am here to listen and hear you all. And I am very, very happy to see these young, vibrant minds coming together to contribute to science in their own, with their talents, using their talent. So I am very excited. I think we are going to have a beautiful moment. And I wish all of you a good luck as we go on. And I'm sure it's going to be a fun time. I can't wait to see what the marvels you have in for us. Thank you so much, and I'm very happy and excited to be here with you.
Thank you very much, Ma. We're on the clock. This is 12:02. We are commencing the session right now. And quickly, just to give us an overview, our different themes I've worked last week till now. Initially, they had a presentation on Friday where they all made presentation on certain tasks. And they have 5 teams, and 5 teams have been given different tasks based on different techniques that we carry out in a genomics lab, while everything culminates into Illumina sequencing. And in this week, they've been given another task where they are supposed to unify all of their different tasks. We have scientists, individuals who are familiar with molecular biology or are studying molecular biology. We have Unity developers who are experts in simulation for virtual reality, and we have Blender artists who design would do a virtual design of physical objects, and all of them are working together. And today we'll be watching a video of them presenting their different steps in molecular biology as a video. And the essence of this video is to simplify or demystify how to conduct some of these techniques in a virtual reality lab. And by the end of each of the video, we hope that we ourselves who are familiar with the process have an understanding of it can judge, and those who don't have an understanding of it can look at it and be able to see how it is done in the lab. So that is the task for today that they will be presenting today, I mean. So I hope all screws have been tied, all I's have been dotted, and all T's have been crossed. And we are about to start. So we'll be starting with team 2 this time around. We'll be starting from team 2, moving on to team 3, and then to team 4, and then to team 5, and then to team 1. And team 2 will be presenting a simulation for us on polymerase chain reaction. How polymerase chain reaction, a 10-minute virtual reality scene of polymerase chain reaction. And we expect to see different types of PCR, conventional PCR, reverse transcriptase PCR, real-time PCR, and multiplex PCR. They are to simulate this in a 10-minute video, and within 5 minutes also tell us their contribution. Individuals in the team tell us their contribution to this work. And the essence of this work is to unify the scientist, the Unity developer, and the Blender artist. So the video we'll look at would show, how well the scientists have been able to communicate to the Unity developer who are not even aware or familiar with this procedure or are not trained in this procedure. How we've been able to communicate the science to the Unity developer and the Blender artist. So, team 2, are you there? I would like the team captain to please respond. Are you there? And can we have your video? Team 2. Can anyone hear me? While team 2 is still prepping, I would like Mr. Dio to please introduce our judges. Mr. Caleb, can you please give permission? Sorry, quickly, Mr. Dio. Mr. Caleb, can you please give permission to mute themselves?
Yes,
Sorry, quickly, Mr. Dio.
Confirm if you have the judges already connected. I know Professor Anis is connected. I'm looking out for the other judges. If they are in the room. I'm not sure I've seen them. Let me reach out to them to confirm, to identify themselves so that we can get them introduced. So just give me a second to do the inquiry. I'll get back to you. Thanks.
All right, while we wait for the judges, team 2, please get set. And please, Mr. Caleb, I believe you've muted everyone. So please, can you give permission to team 2 captain to please speak? Team 2 captain, please raise your hand so that you can be given permission to speak.
I'm not the one that did that.
Only team 2 captain. Mr. Dyer, do you have the permission to unmute participants? Okay, please, team 2, captain, please raise your hand so that you can be given permission to speak.
Let them signify by the raise of hand so that you can be permitted.
Good morning, sir.
All right, is that team 2's captain?
Yes, sir. This is Taiwo Damilare, sir.
All right. Are you set?
Apologies, sir. I just reached out to the Unity guy to send the video, the link to the video to me so that I can forward it to the submission page, sir. So that's what I'm currently. I just called him now and he said in a few minutes now he will send that to me, sir.
All right, so you're not set. No worries, not set. Team 3. Team 3, please raise your hand, team captain for team 3, so that you can be given permission to unmute. Team 3. Team 3, captain. Team 3. Indian representative from team 3, captain or vice. Team 3, please. Team 4. Captain or vice, please raise your hand so that permission can be given to you to unmute. Team 4. Okay. Eniola Alex, you've been given permission to unmute.
All right. Good evening and good morning and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. So, I will show write the what we have.
Please say that again.
I said, should we write to present what we have?
Is that what team is that, please?
What do you say?
What team is that,
Team 4.
please?
Team 4. Team 4.
Oh, okay. Are you ready to present?
Yes, I think.
Wait, before you present, sir, Mr. Dayo, can you confirm that the judges are like on this section, sir?
My check. I think I still have. They keep asking me to give them a second to connect. I see. But we only have one judge of one of them on the call. The others, I don't know if they're having challenges connecting. Let me reach out once again to them. Apologies, but I think we can proceed. Is the recorded, right? What I'll do
Yes,
is
sir, it's
just
recorded, sir.
send the YouTube link so that we don't waste any more time.
Mr. Aludayo, we can't hear you.
Over to you, Tayo.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Here to confirm the presence of other team members. So I would do a roll call for the teams, and then we can comment. So team 4, just quickly, please hold up.
Tayo. Sorry
Yes.
to cut in. Maybe we could ask them to rename in front of their name. Just put hyphen your team so that it's much easier to identify the teams, right? Then if you're a team captain, identify yourself so that it's much easier. We have about 62 people on this call. So the team members should identify themselves. So if you could do that, I hope everyone can rename just click on the 3 dot icon on your profile. If your video is enabled, whether it's enabled or not, see the 3 dot icon towards your right corner of your profile. Then look for the rename option. Click on the rename, and in front of your name, put an hyphen, your team name, if it's team 1. If you look at my video right now, I can do that for myself. I'm just going to rename myself as host 1. So you can see my name is now Adidayo Olami host 1. So can we do that for, I can see Media has done that, Jigede team 4. So let's everybody replicate that for easier identification. Thank you. Over to you, Dayo.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Team 3, over to you once again. Are you there? I would like to confirm presence of team 3 captain. Team 3's captain. Please raise your hand. David Udola, are you the team captain for team 3?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so
all right.
we are
Sorry, a
present.
moment. Okay. Team 5, please can you by raising up your hand, please can you confirm your presence, Team 5 captain? The captain of Team 5. Samuel David? Okay. Please, can you speak?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. I'm Samuel
All
David,
right.
the captain for Team 5.
All
Okay,
right.
so please, Oludayo, pardon me. One of the judges also connected. Let me quickly do an introduction. So Caleb, what you do for me is kindly assist rename the judges, put judge in front of their name, right? So I have Olamide, Mr. Olamide Afolabi connected. He's one of the judges for this session. Welcome, Mr. Olamide. If you can unmute yourself, just let's recognize you and it'll be good. So okay. Mr. Olamide, are you able to unmute yourself? You
Yes,
have
now I
Mr.
am.
Bankole.
Initially was
Okay.
saying I could not, but I can.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. You have Mr. Bankole on the call as well. Mr. Bankole, confirm if you connected. Caleb, can you assist make the judges, like I've mentioned, rename them so that we can identify them. Assist rename Professor Anis, then grant them the co-host role so they can easily omit themselves as well. Caleb, are you with me? Caleb, confirm if you can hear me.
Sir Caleb is kind of busy.
Okay, go ahead, Chooks. Do you have a or I think you are a co-host as well.
Yes, sir.
So let's do that. So over to you, Dio. I would do that while you continue.
You are muted, Mr. Oludayo.
All right. The captain of Team 1, please can you confirm your availability? Team 1, please confirm by raising up your hand, and then we can give you permission to mute. To unmute, I mean. Team 1's captain. Team 1's captain. Vice captain for Team 1. Please identify yourself by raising up your hand, please. Team 2, are you ready now? Team 2 captain. Team 2's vice captain, Ibukun Bailey. Are you guys ready now? You can speak, Ibukun.
Good afternoon, sir. No, sir, we're not yet ready. We just need to. We're still waiting on the guy. He's saying something about his network, stuff like that.
All right, Team 3. I believe I confirmed the availability of Team 3's captain. Please identify yourself again by raising up your hand.
Hi, we are not ready yet. We are trying to combine our work and then load it ready.
This is really saddening. We gave you an extra hour to prepare yourselves, and this is taking some time. Team 4, I believe you are ready to present. Team 4. Team 4. Think Eniola. Okay. Please unmute and please present. Please share your screen and then present to us. You've been given permission to unmute.
All right.
So quickly before you go ahead, Team 4, I've been given the task to simulate the Illumina library prep process. And in 10 minutes, they're meant to simulate the equipment, the materials, and everything that is required for an Illumina library preparation process. And they are to include the steps of DNA fragmentation, addition of adapters and indexing, cleaning up using sprite bits, quantification of DNA and base pair measurements. Over to you, Team 4.
All right. Thanks so much. So I'm just going to play the video. So I think
Sorry, can you please put that in full screen and then start it all over again, if possible?
I don't think it's hard.
So Alex, what you need to do is download the video so that you can play it on full screen.
Okay.
Or you try double click on the video. Try double click on the video. Let's see if it expands. Go back to the video and try and double click on it.
Should I just play it on my laptop?
Yeah, if you have it on your laptop, play it from your laptop directly.
Can you see my laptop screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Please put it on the full screen. Thank you.
Hello, can you speak to this presentation so that it's not, you can describe what you are trying to do?
Okay, so we actually have a monologue that I'm trying to get my team to send so that we're meant to compile it with this video, but because of we have to submit. So let me just try and get that. So let me just try and get that. So
Please note that your time is counting already.
let me just continue because of the handed it. So this is an linear light iteration process for 10 samples. So what we did first was that you head into the lab and the door is then closed initially. So we look at how we can ensure that there's no like still up over the across the polish bench. And we are also ensuring that we can have the proper dress code as well. No smoking, all the rules that needs to be taken into consideration, no smoking, confirm that the rules are properly done in the lab. And then after then, we have it charged in we also have it charged in in the in the in the laboratory where a lot of waste is being kept in the lab. So another thing that we try to do in the lab is that also try to confirm true labels. We also try to scan true labels. We try to also ensure that we can echo the entire processes of what we're trying to do in the lab for that day. Because of the limited number of team that we had, which is like we didn't have the blender artist, we could not really stimulate the whole process end to end. So majority of what we're doing was just talking about the process that we're going to take. And then in the lab we had a restore stand, we had a one bottle flask, we had a set of testers, we had also some samples, a little rack, and we're just waiting for we're actually going to carry out an instruction that is already prepared for us in that for that lab. All right, so yeah, so basically that's all about the process and what we try to simulate.
All right. Some of your other team members want to speak. Please, if you want to speak, please raise up your hand in the chat so that we can ask you to unmute. Is there anyone in Team 4 that wants to corroborate? Team 4. Any other team member that wants to corroborate? Please go ahead, Darimide.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So basically, the video you just saw, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
So the video we just showed now shows our lab simulation setup for Illumina library preparation workflow for our 10 bacteria samples. So what we have here, we try to like have everything together into a setup for DNA extraction all the way to quantification. And then now we want to like walk you through the process of what we did. So to begin, each bacterial sample was first sliced, that is, they were broken down to release the genomic DNA, which was then followed by purification to remove proteins and other debris using standard purification buffers. And at the extraction bench, we tried to show some of the equipment we used, which included a microcentrifuge, a pipette,
Sorry,
and two.
please, before you continue, can you and Yola please share your screen so that we have a visual representation of what is being described?
Actually, the problem was that we we're able to get all this together because our team lacked a Blender artist. So we worked with what we were able to download online. So some of the equipment might not actually be shown here. That's the problem.
All right, go ahead.
Should I continue? Okay, yeah. So then after doing this, after our DNA extraction, we then move on to, okay, at the stage of DNA extraction, we also ensure that we use our gloves and lab coats to maintain a clean area and prevent contaminating the DNA with our own skin cells or bacteria from the air. And then we also make sure that our samples were kept on ice when needed to prevent DNA degradation. And then after this step, we move to DNA fragmentation, which will be taken by another team member, Onosita. So, she has raised her hand.
Okay, on another desk, I'm coming out to show my video. Yes. On another
Yola, can you
desk,
please stop sharing your video
on
and let
another
me see
desk, we fragmented like extracted DNA from the step that I already talked about already. And this involves cutting the long strand into smaller pieces. We're looking at about 300 to 500 base pair in length. Then it shows that we use this sonicator because we're working with bacterial samples and not viral samples. And this sonicator uses sound waves that break the DNA into smaller fragments. So during this step, we made sure that the sonicator settings are correct for our target size, which I already mentioned earlier. And we kept the tube sealed tightly to avoid contamination. Then on to the next person.
Okay, in the next step, which is addition of adapters, we added we added some reagents to the DNA extraction. From the first step, we added 1 microliter of Illumina adapter, 1 microliter of T4 DNA ligase to glue the adapters to the DNA, and then we added 2 microliter ligation buffer and nuclease-free water to reach 20 microliter, which is needed for the next step, which is SPRO beading.
All right, team 4, I believe your time is up.
There's a question by the judge. Comment, please.
Oh, Professor Wadizaki, they were not able to simulate that in full. They were just able to simulate the virtual laboratory. And due to their unavailability of a Blender artist, they were not able to get or simulate the necessary equipment. So, but I would say that to some extent, that is not fully an excuse. To a certain extent, I believe that I think, I think maybe Mr. Gafaro, Mr. Isaiah should speak to it. There was a plan to get you a Blender artist, but before they speak on that, your work was to focus on Illumina library preparation, and you were not even meant to start from extraction. That was for a different team. So you starting from extraction seems like, okay, why did you do this? It was assumed that just as you presented last week Friday, that you already had your DNA extract or your RNA extract, and you were just prepare libraries for those extracts. But you started from DNA extraction, which is a step that was never even assigned to you at all. So I would say that the virtual reality lab looks fine. And so everyone as well, the idea was that since most of your virtual reality lab was built last week, you were just meant to fit in the necessary equipment and actually carry out the assay in a video. But sadly, Team 4 has not been able to fulfill that, but they've built the necessary equipment. But due to the lack of a Blender artist, they couldn't fully develop the equipment. I would hand it over to Mr. Dyer to please speak further on it. I think our judges are taking notes, and after Mr. Dyer then speaks, Professor Hannes can also give us our thoughts.
Thank you, Udaya. I think I will just hand over to the judges to make comments. And I also want to confirm, how do we proceed with the individuals? So we have how many members of the team for currently connected? So we could confirm if there's any one of them that would like to make further comments on what they presented. And so we can then allow the judges to make them comment to the other. Sorry, apologies. Have Benga Johnson connected as a judge. Caleb, can the assist rename appropriately as mentioned earlier? Okay, so I think there's another one connected. I can't seem to find him, Bankole, Lalekom. And I also have Aurelua connected. So Caleb, assist, give them the right to be able to speak and also rename appropriately so that we can search for them. So over to you, Uday.
All right. While we take the comment of Professor Anizapi, I would suggest all Team 4 members should please raise up their hands, and each of them can tell us their contribution to this work. Please, all Team 4 members, raise up your hand while we take Professor Anizapi's comments. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning once more. I would say that is a good attempt, and the lab looks beautiful and clean with the lab. What is that? What do I call? The lab personnel were properly well dressed. So, the moderator has said rightly that it was library preparation process, and then we wanted to really see a little bit of it, how at least even if it's a picture of the nucleic acid or the sample they are talking about, a little bit of visualization. You said that because there was a particular, what do you call the person again, that wasn't there.
Blender artist.
The Blender artist, that was not shown. So unfortunately, it's very difficult to really talk about, because I was hoping to see a bit of the process of library prep here. But notwithstanding, it was described, the process, and I can see that each person was supposed to take parts in each step of the library prep. But we were just being told, but not visualized, which is what we want to have here. Thank you. Over.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So we'll take Team 4 members. Mr. Chooks, please help us note Team 4 members who are speaking. So Amide Jegede, I think you've spoken already, but quickly tell us your contribution to this.
Okay, so I participated in the DNA fragmentation step. I was the one who worked on drafting what we wrote down for the DNA fragmentation step. I and Onosita, we participated in that. We drafted the whole step, what the step involves, the materials we'll be needing for that step. And then also I contributed in describing how a lab should be. the proper things that should be in the lab, where it things should be, the equipment, and then the materials. And yeah, that was basically what I did for the team.
All right, thank you very much. One quick comment before we move on. Your video also was meant to have a voiceover, like somebody describing what is going on in every step, and or if not having a voiceover, someone should have spoken about it, which sadly took some time for it to get. But moving on to Ezenwe Dorcas, please tell us your contribution to this work.
Okay. Me, myself, and Azimat, we made the slide for we made the second slide, and we made sure to look up what we're supposed to do, and we did the second slide. And also during the preparation of the video, we made sure that we added our quota to what our web developers were to do. So that's what we did.
And what was your quota to this video? Because you just described what you did for last week and not necessarily for this task. You're referring to this task, not last week's task. Please, in a few minutes again, please tell us what your quota was. Isn't it, Dorcas? Please unmute. You're muted.
Okay. Okay, during the video preparation, we make sure to look at the video to see the to make correction to the videos, and also I sent some samples of what are supposed to be in the lab to our web developer.
All right, thank you very much. Any other Alex, who is also the team captain, please, over to you.
All right. So for last week, I worked as a scientist. So I worked with Alade on the quantification of DNA and this DNA measurement slides. So we worked on that together last week. And then for this week, I worked as a Unity developer. So I worked together with Erasmus. This is the main Unity developer for the team. But because of the no shortage of developer, I had to contribute. And so what I did was just helping in arranging the scenes and providing some free 3D element that we create online. So we just try to make sure that we can make use of what we have. And some of them failed, so some of these elements were not as they're not useful, right? And they were not working, so we had to just find a way around all of those things. Yeah. Hello, hi there. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Alex Gideon.
It's Aladi Gideon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry, quickly,
So,
Alade Gideon, before you move on. Please, our judges, we encourage you to please record the scores as we move on for each of the team members. Thank you very much. Alade Gideon, please, very, very short, tell us what your contribution was. Please unmute Alade Gideon. Please unmute, you're muted back.
thank you very much, sir. So, for my part, I was, as of last week, I worked with General Alex, and I worked on reporting the average fragment size and the concentration. But this week, I worked as a scientist also, and I provided insights into the equipment needed for my own part that I worked on last week. That is the qubit fluorometer and the nanodot spectrophotometer. And also informed him on how the lab should probably properly be arranged, and how on the equipment also that to be used. Thank you, sir.
All right, please and please, I keep noticing us going back to last week's task. Your contribution is for this week's task and not last week's task. Please just focus on this week's task. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mustafa Okoyemi.
Good afternoon. I'm Mustafa Kwemi of Team 4. I am the writer of the team. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
we
hear you.
can.
So this week I've been documenting our processes from Monday till today. Monday I talked about our recap last week. Tuesday I talked about the preparation towards Thursday. Wednesday I documented everything's on my LinkedIn profile and I posted it on the assignment channel. And today I wrote the monologue, the one I had in mind before we got the video that we got today, but they couldn't deliver on time because I had some network issues. So I contributed by documenting this week's processes so far and also today's monologue, even though we did not really use it.
Thank you very much. We expect to have all of those submissions by the team captain, hopefully before the call ends or even after the call ends. Abdulaziz Azimat, please speak. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sirs. I'm Abdulaziz Azimat for Team 4. For this week, I was part of the brainstorming. I'm a scientist, but I was part of the brainstorming on what the Unity developers should put in place to have the lab. I worked with Dockers for adapter and indexing before.
All right, thank you very much. Eniola, Alex, what else do you have to say? Please quickly.
So I just wanted to mention that one of the team member, the Unity developer I worked with is not there. Erasmus, his name is Erasmus, so but it really like contributed a lot into what we have today.
Oh yes, Mr. Trix, please note around a small contribution. I think he had a tragic incident. His father was at the hospital. He did note that, due to likely time zone, also he was not able to join. But I think it was the main Unity developer that was active in this project. So Onoseta, quickly please speak up.
Okay, my name is Onosita. What I did this week was that I was part of the brainstormers, like Azima said. We did a lot of calls and stuff just to make sure that the simulation in the lab was as accurate as we could get with the limited resources that we had. That's what I did.
So what exactly did you brainstorm, Onoseta? Or what was the product of your brainstorming?
Okay. One of the things that I particularly contributed that I can point out is we talked about having an entry and exit door. As far we try to like follow how a lab should be to avoid confusion. Then we also talked about having to get videos online so that we can like properly understand the process of DNA fragmentation and we could present it as as close to real life as possible. So those are some of the things that I personally contributed.
All right, I believe you're a scientist, Onoseta, right?
Yes, I'm a scientist.
So what was your contribution to the science itself? You did mention exit and entry, but the science itself for Illumina DNA library
Okay,
preparation, what was your
what I contributed, we used some of the stuff that we used last week. So what I contributed then, I contributed about the quality control aspect and the precaution to avoid contamination and to ensure like accuracy and purity of the DNA samples, or sorry, of the extracts that we want to use for the library sequencing. So that's what I presented. Since that was my
All right.
aspect of the preparation, that's what I did.
All right, thank you very much. Please, Team 5, you've spoken already, you won't be called anymore. Uh, Billy Tinitayo, quickly, in 30 seconds, tell us your contribution. Billy Tinitayo.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my contribution was dealing with giving the Erasmus the right right pictorial stuff. Sorry, please excuse me.
All right, over to team 5. Your daily might be called and you may not be called in the next set, but team 5, please prepare your presentation. Team 5. Team captain for team 5, please raise up your hand. Team 5. Please speak. Mr. Samuel David or David.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can.
All right, sir. Yes, sir. So another person will be sharing the screen. The Unity developer is going to be sharing the screen. So I just have something to say. So my name is Samuel David, and I'm the captain for the team. However, in our video, we already put there that every person has talked about their own part. However, my part was not included because I had not made my video as early this morning because I had an exam that started by 7:30 and just ended by 10:30, 11:30 this morning. So I just had to join the meeting immediately after the exam. So
All right.
in the video, someone for me. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, that's noted. Before it is played, give me a few minutes to introduce you. And for our judges, team 5, are meant to simulate the loading of the Illumina sequencer. They have to simulate the loading of the Illumina sequencer on the NextSig 2000. And once the libraries are loaded, they have to simulate the process of cluster generation, bridge amplification, and the sequencing process. So over to you, team 5. Take it away.
Hello, my name is Christian Dizzy. I am a 3D artist and I made the equipment used in the laboratory.
Hi, my name is Okile Samson Opayemi. I'm a scientist, Team 5. I contributed to the introduction part of our work and loading the sequencer part of our project. It's been fun being part of this project. It's an eye-opener. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Mr. Moses Oguja, and I am a scientist. I contributed to the section of sequence by synthesis. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Ezurim Daniel, and I contributed to the sequencing by synthesis process of the Illumina system. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daniel Tislayo and I'm a Unity developer for Team 5. I'm also the vice captain for Team 5 and I assisted in some of the scene creation, the interaction and some scripts that were used for this particular project. And in achieving this, I and my partner Daniel Bamilosi were able to come up with this project with the other team members, which are the scientists, the writer, the 3D artist, many others. Thank you very much.
Our team captain is Samuel Oreoluwa David. He's unavoidably absent as he's writing his medical exam today. He's the one that coordinated us and as well actually handled the bridge amplification part of our project at Team 5. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bamilosi Daniel. I'm one of the Unity developers for Team 5. My contribution to the project is setting up the Unity scene and setting up player movement, also interactability. We were able to gather assets online as well as use assets our Blender artists made to set up the scene. This experience was it was eye-opening and fun. I'm glad I was able to participate.
My name is Ikruda Abdurrahman Adebayo, a member of Team 5. In our project, my contribution focused on explaining cluster generation and bridge amplification in Illumina sequencing. First, DNA is prepared by fragmenting it, unzipping the strand, and adding adapter to the ends. When loaded into the Illumina flow cell, these adapters bind to complementary oligos on the surface. Through repeated bending over and copying by polymerase, each strand bridges to form millions of identical copies in clusters. This step is essential because it amplifies the DNA, making it detectable during sequencing. I also outlined the materials needed and the key steps from sample loading to amplification. Thank you.
Imagine holding a single thread from the vast tapestry of life and being able to read every twist, turn, and color woven into it. That's what Illumina sequencing makes possible. It's not just science, it's storytelling at the molecular level. From preparing the stage for our DNA guests, to growing shimmering clusters of identical strands, to the magical dance of bridge amplification, and finally, watching the genetic code reveal itself letter by glowing letter, this is a journey into the blueprint of life itself. Welcome to the world of Illumina sequencing, where biology meets brilliance. Just imagine a coffee machine, but instead of brewing your morning latte, it's reading the recipe of life. That's what an Illumina sequencer does. It reads DNA. Let's walk through how it gets ready for a run, step by step. Step 1, get the machine ready. Just like making coffee, you start by checking the machine. Is it clean? Is it plugged in? Is everything in place? This is about making sure our DNA coffee maker is ready to go. Step 2, slide in the special stage. This machine doesn't use coffee filters. It uses a thin glass slide called a flow cell. This is where the DNA will sit while the machine reads it. Think of it like putting the stage into a theater before the actors arrive. Step 3, add the magic ingredients to read DNA. The sequencer needs special liquids that make the DNA light up so it can be seen. They come in cartridges, kind of like printer ink. We click them into the machine so it has everything it needs for the show. Step 4, tell it the guest list our machine can't guess whose DNA is on the slide. So we give it a file, the guest list, that tells it which samples are which and how to tell them apart. Without this, the sequencer wouldn't know who's who. Step 5, showtime. Now the stage is set, the ingredients are ready, and the guest list is in. The machine takes over and does the reading automatically, a high-tech camera snapping pictures of DNA letters until the whole story is written down. And that's how you load an Illumina sequencer, like making the fanciest cup of coffee in the world, only instead of caffeine, you get the code of life. The flow cell, a glass slide coated with millions of primer molecules, is ready for action. DNA fragments from the DNA library, each tagged with specific adapters, flow across the surface. These adapters bind tightly to the primers, anchoring each fragment in place. From every anchored fragment, a cluster begins to form. These are dense groups of identical DNA copies. Millions of these clusters emerge across the flow cell, creating a high-density array of genetic material. This organized grid of DNA clusters is critical, setting the stage for precise, high-throughput sequencing to decode the genetic information. Bridge amplification is where the magic of multiplication happens. On the flow cell, a slender glass stage, each DNA strand stands ready. With careful precision, pipette tips deliver the essential reagents like backstage crew handing props to the performers. The strands bend and connect, forming delicate molecular bridges. Inside the thermal cycler, gentle cycles of heating and cooling drive the reaction, copying each strand again and again. Soon, the once empty flow cell glows with countless identical fragments, a genetic choir ready to sing in perfect harmony when the sequencer begins its reading. Sequencing by synthesis. At this point in our journey, the flow cell is full of bright little cities of DNA millions of identical strands in neat clusters, each ready to tell its story. Now comes the most exciting part of the entire process, reading the DNA code. This step is called sequence by synthesis, and it's where science meets a light show. Instead of just looking at the DNA and somehow magically knowing its letters, the Illumina sequencer reads the code while it rebuilds it. That's what by synthesis, it means the machine adds new building blocks one at a time, and every time it adds one, it takes a picture. The building blocks, the A, T, C, and G nucleotides, have been given a clever twist. Each one is tagged with a special fluorescent dye, so it glows in its own unique color when the machine shines a laser on it. It might glow green T, might glow red C, might glow blue J, might glow yellow. This means that every time a new letter is added to a DNA strand, it lights up in a color that tells the machine exactly which letter it is. The process works in cycles. The machine adds one new nucleotide to each DNA strand in the cluster, then stops. A laser shines across the flow cell, and a HIP-powered camera takes a picture of every single cluster at the same time. If your DNA cluster just added a glowing green block, the machine knows that the next letter in your sequence is. If it's red, it's a T. If it's blue, it's a C, and if it's yellow, it's a G. Once the machine has taken the picture, it removes the dye and blocking group from the nucleotide so the next one can be added. Then the process repeats: add, glue, photograph, remove, repeats over and over again. Remember back in cluster generation and bridge amplification, we made millions of identical copies in the same spot. This is the moment when that pays off. Instead of a faint little flash from one lonely DNA strand, the camera sees a big, bright signal from an entire cluster glowing in unison. It's like the difference between seeing one candle in the dark and seeing an entire city lit up at night. As the cycles continue, the sequencer builds up a record of colors for each cluster. These colors are then translated into letters, the A, T, C, and G of the DNA code. By the end of the run, the machine has read millions, sometimes billions, of DNA fragments, each with its own unique sequence. All this information is stored digitally, so scientists can look at it on a computer, study it, compare it, and make discoveries from identifying bacteria in a sample to understanding genetic diseases to tracking the evolution of viruses. Sequence by synthesis is like watching a magical fireworks display where every spark is a letter in the book of life. And when the show is over, what you have is not just a pretty picture, you have the complete, exact story written by that DNA. And that's the power of Illumina sequencing, starting with tiny invisible molecules and ending with a readable, searchable code that tells the story of life itself.
All right, great job, Team 5. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a much better presentation. Uh, Very nice voiceover. I think one of the things that really stood out for me is the voiceover describing the process. Albeit the voiceover was not or the visuals was not commensurate to the voiceover. And I really wish our NSIC 2000 was that small. But hopefully when you come on site, you get to see the NSIC 2000 by yourself. But I think you'll be able to get the principles, you'll be able to get the workflow and understand the workflow. But sadly, the the visuals were not commensurate to the voiceover because we were expecting everything that you were saying to actually be shown. But you did show the environment and had different sections, and in those different sections, you told us by voice what was happening, which was right to some extent. Some corrections will be made, but time will not permit us to go into that. But we would have loved to actually see those process real time. I think one lesson this tells us is for most of us who are students who are always complaining that our lecturers are not able to communicate our science to us. Now this is a challenge where we are seeing that even you cannot, some of you can even communicate your science to somebody who has no idea of it, which is very, very essential and is one of the goals of this study. Because I believe after seeing the video from till 4 and till 5, you'll still be questioning, okay, what is happening in this process? If you were shown this or you saw this video on YouTube. But great effort, better effort from Team 5. I applaud you. So we give over time to our judges, starting from Professor Anizapi and then to Mr. Olamide, I believe. I would hand that over to Mr. Dyer to take over. Professor Anizapi, please give us your thoughts.
I don't think I can say anything further than what you have said, Dayo. You were right on point. And then what I would say is a comment that it is what do I say? It is really, really encouraging to see that these attempts, even at this level, just talking, it just means that if you have given him time, giving them some time, maybe we'll be able to visualize it better. We'll be able to see all the beautiful story, the beautiful city, well illuminated, and even the coffee that is transformed in the letters. I'm sure that will have happened. I'm sure it's still work in progress, and we hope to see that. It's just for me, my advice would be to follow it up to make sure this is executed to the fullest so that we can actually be visualizing it. It is very encouraging to me, and then I will say kudos, and then please make sure what which we have started is completed so that we can see that beautiful exercise of loading Illumina Sec and see all of the clusters it generated and the brief anticipator, this the synthesis of the nucleotides and I mean the book of life, as you said it. Yeah, that story should be visualized. Thank you so much, because it's the whole essence to put it in place. And then I can only clap for the team. Well done.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the comment, ma. Mr. Dio, please introduce our other
Thank you
judges so that we can give their comment.
for the comment. So I have Olamide. Olamide, you can unmute. Philip, kindly assist make him grant him ability to unmute himself.
Hello.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry I could not even hold myself. I was already putting comments on the group because yes, this is very good, and I like the fact that you use analogies to make it even understandable to a layman, where you use the coffee analogy and all of that. And to every other person, don't make your presentation too technical, even though everybody understands, because at the end of the day, those analogies will help people get and also show that you really understand what you are doing. For me, even though we've not heard other about for till now, by this time, this is the best I've seen so far. So well done, congratulations to the team.
Thank you, Mr. Lamide. So Mr. Bankole, over to you. Philip, can you assist get him to unmute himself? Then I have Benga Johnson on the call as well. Mr. Bankole, are you able to unmute yourself? Bankole Olalekan. Philip, I don't know if he's finding difficult on this. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, please. You can go ahead, please.
I can go ahead.
Yes, please. A comment from you.
Yeah, sorry, it's because I'm in university. I'm
So you can go ahead, please. Oh, you're muted again.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Sorry. We are in what? The last team was team what?
5. 5.
Team 5. Okay. Because I wanted to ask the team 4 a question, but I was trying to unmute, but it was not unmuting. I think. So, but I just want to ask. Maybe I should ask team 5 this question. What is the business side, the business model to? Because most of the presentation since the time I joined look more of a bit research. To me, of course, I understand the peculiarity that is more or less like is this basically R&D, or they have to also integrate a business model into it? And if it is yes, for Team 5, what is your business model that you are integrating into your idea or into your prototype? Maybe that can be responded to. Thank you very much.
Okay, before they respond, I would like one of their mentors to speak. So okay. You want to speak, or Chooks?
All right. So currently, there was no business side to this. They are just meant to make simulations of lab processes so that it can be incorporated into a virtual reality. So in this session, there was no business model to it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think that answers the question, Mr. Kankole. Benga Johnson, comment please. Then move from Benga Johnson to Orelua.
All right. So I don't have any comment for now, yeah, because I think I quite understand, many of the presentations that I have sent. I'm just trying to score some of the people that I did not have on my sheets.
Thank you so much. Lastly, Orelua, if you're there, kindly.
Yeah. I think a lot has been said, and I definitely agree with all that has been said so far. And to the team, well done. And we all know that if more time was given, you'll probably have been able to do the finishing touches needed to have the platform to perfection. But well done, and it's a very good effort from the team.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
How about you over there? That'll be all for
All
me.
right, thank you very much. We've taken team 4, team 5.
Sorry, I
Um,
just want to add this, Dayo. I just want to add that we can see the team spirit in this group. I think even the way they organized their presentation before then, they could speak briefly on what each of them did, and of course, crowned it up with their presentation. And then you could see that for it to become this well at this point, I don't say it's perfect, but it means there's a strong coordination, a team spirit, and I think that works. Thank you so much. That's just the only addition I have to add. Yeah, well done.
Thank you very much, man. I definitely agree with that. One of the major aims of this task is to unify everybody, the scientists being able to communicate the science to the Unity developers and the blenders so that we could come out with something that reflects them as a team. Thank you very much, Ma, for that comment. So team 4, team 5 have presented. Well done to everyone. We're now expecting team 2. Are you ready now? Team 2, team captain of team 2, please raise up your hand. I think that's Damilare. Please raise up your hand so that you can be given permission to mute. To unmute, I mean. All right. You've been given permission to mute.
Okay, good morning, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much. So team 2 will be making our presentation on the simulation of PCR, and I want to upload our video now. And my teams, they are also ready. The team members also, we are ready for the presentation. Thank you, sir.
All right, wonderful. While you're at it, I'll quickly would like to introduce our team 2 for our judges. Team 2, we are given a task to also present a 10-minute virtual reality scene of them carrying out polymerase chain reaction, which is PCR, and in their video, we expect to see conventional PCR, reverse transcriptase, PCR, real-time PCR, and multiplex PCR. We expect them to represent the science properly and also show us models of equipment and an interactive VR scene and narrate using a monologue by the writers. So we hope to also have a good feedback from Team 2. Over to you, Dan, Team 2. Let us know when you're ready to go.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me appreciate the host and the judge. Thank you, our sponsors. Thank you so much. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Taiwo Damilare. And then today I'll be walking us through how to perform PCR in the lab. And this work is majorly carried out by Team 2 to demonstrate how cross-disciplinary can be used by the scientist, the Blender artist, and the Unity developer in the lab in order to bring reality into the virtual reality lab. And also in this simulation, I'll be walking us through 4 different types of PCR, which is conventional PCR, real-time PCR, reverse transcriptase PCR, and multiplex PCR. Thank you.
All right, your time starts now. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. But I will want if my other team member their mic can be on mute. Thank you, sir.
When you call them, just call their names so that they can be given permission
Okay.
to unmute.
So John,
They can raise their hand as well. Identify by raising their hands.
we have John. Yes,
John,
all of
could you've been given permission to unmute. John, could you please speak? John, could you, are you there? You're on the clock. John, could you please unmute?
Okay, sir.
Who is the next,
All right, sorry,
please?
I couldn't unmute. I just
Okay.
unmuted now. My name is Elbol John Kuju, and being the scientist lead, I ensured the accuracy of the laboratory procedures within the virtual reality.
Is that all from you, John Kuju?
Yes, yes. That was the contribution that I brought to the work.
All right. If you're talking about contributions, can we have the video first before we then take contributions?
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Or do you have individuals that want to speak over your video? If that's the case, then they can speak. But regarding contributions, if it's not reflected in the video, then we can have that after. Is that fine?
Okay, sir.
Or is that all right? So can we have the video, please? You're on the clock. 1 minute
Okay.
past.
Good afternoon once again. So I don't know if the video I've played my video here. So the first thing is sample preparations, and that's the first things because we are running PCR. We have to prepare our sample and
Sorry to
extracted.
interject.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interject. Please put your video in full screen. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so sorry, let me go back. So good afternoon once again. Sorry for the interruption. So team 2, we are to simulate the process of how PCR works in lab, and we are to simulate 4 different types of PCR. And we know PCR is to amplify a particular DNA in an isolate, basically. And our simulation process run through from sample preparations. We have the DNA that have been extracted from a particular organism, mosquito, and it was kept in the freezer -20 degrees. So from there, we move down to preparation of the reagent that is being used for the PCR. PCR is basically the amplification, like I mentioned earlier, to amplify in order to increase a multiple copies of the gene in a particular sequence. Also from there, preparation of the reagent, we have the master mix, which was prepared, and we have the primers specifically for the DNA, the gene we are particularly to amplify using the thermocycler. So the DNA, the master mix was prepared on an ice pack to make sure that there is no disintegration, and also to make sure that the master mix can properly works fine. So from there, after preparing the reagent, which is the master mix, the primer 62.5 was dispensed into an empedious tube from the master mix. Then 2.5 microliter of the AGD1, which is the primer 1, that is the forward to amplify, and the reverse also, which is the AGD2. So the AGD2 primers, 2.5 microliters, was added into the 2 mil Eppendorf tubes. Then we are working with the 10 samples, 10 DNA samples that is labeled from sample 1 to 10 using a PCR tubes. Then 11.5 microliter was aliquot into the PCR tubes. which we can see from the laminar flow because we are working inside the laminar flow. So after that, after we aliquot 11.5, 1 microliter of the DNA sample was aliquot into the PCR tubes. Then after we need to work on the ice pack to make sure that there is no disintegration in the DNA and also in the reagent that we are using. Sorry, because I need to say this, the Unity developer guide I need to work on this was not fine. So it was Akinwale Arema, we need to come up with something this morning because of the assignment. It was later in the evening yesterday that the guy reached out to Akinwale that he won't be able to do anything. So after then we put the PCR tubes into the PCR because we need to work with a certain temperatures, the denaturation to the anemone to the extension. Then the thermocycler help us to multiply the number of the copies of the DNA that we have inside the tube that was being added into the thermocycler. Then after the PCR is done, then we move down to the result validation to ensure that what we've been able to amplify in the thermocycler can be visualized very well. And that is where gel electrophoresis comes in to show and validate if the particular sequence or gene that we are trying to amplify in a DNA is present. And that can be validated through the band size from the gel. So thank you. My other team members will contribute from the things we've been able to add up. And right before they start the contributions, I want to say this, like I mentioned earlier, the guy that was supposed to work on the virtual reality, we didn't know that it was not feeling fine. It was earlier this morning I got to understand that the guy has not been fine, and I and Akinwale Aremu, so we had to come up with this, and that's what we've been doing since morning. Thank you. Over to my team members for their contributions.
All right, thank you very much for that. I'll commend you on a nice scenery. Just like Tim Fall, so he also had a very nice scenery. But still, it was not commensurate to what you're saying, but like it has been said, maybe if they had given you more time, but I also wanted to see how you could do well to work under pressure and to be able to communicate your science with your other team members. So sorry about your Unity developer who was not able to meet up. Please share your screen so that we have a look at what you presented. And all of team 2 members, please have your hands raised and you'll be called one by one so that your contribution to this work can be said. So please, Damilare, please share your screen again. All team 1 members, please have your hands raised. So I will start from John Kuju, who was speaking the other time. So please unmute and speak.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. I worked as a scientist and I ensured the accuracy of the laboratory procedures within the expertise of our limitations. So I ensured that everything, the tools and all were accurate, the whole procedure in the virtual reality environment. Thank you.
Oluwatoke Olofin, please speak. You've been asked to unmute. Oluwatoke Olofin, please. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olufin Oluwatoke, and I contributed to the preparation of the DNA sample from the -20-degree freezer and ensure that it was correctly labeled as shown in the VR simulation, and I ensured that it was correctly handled also. I'll hand over to Ibuku.
All right. Sorry, please. Ensure when you are speaking, turn on your video so that we can see your face. We really appreciate. Thanks.
All right. Ekeka, before we have Ibuku. Ekeka, please unmute.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mekeka Remoseli Felix. I am the Blender artist for Team 2. I contributed in modeling the art sets and reagents used in the lab for through appropriate reference images provided by my team captain. I was able to model the equipment and hand over to the Unity developer to use in the simulation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Ibukun Bailey, please, over to you. Tell us your contribution to the team. Please unmute quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ibukun Bailey, and I contributed in the use of personal protective equipment because before beginning any lab work, it is essential to use gloves, masks, etc. And I ensure that we followed the biosafety steps. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Mary Bukuye, please unmute. Mary Bukuye, please unmute.
Good afternoon, everyone. I contributed to the adding of DNA templates to our sample and then controlling and running thermocycler, making sure they are at the right temperature for annealing and elongation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Goodness, please go ahead. Goodness. Please unmute, Goodness.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
We can
Hello.
hear you, Goodness.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. I worked with my colleagues and I worked with Mary to prepare the script for qPCR steps so that the Unity developer and the Blender or artist can understand and know the step. Thank you.
I don't know what's going on.
All
Okay,
right,
sir.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you
Sorry,
very
sir.
much. Go ahead, I'm Larry Taiwo.
Okay, so thank you so much. So, a quick shout out to our sponsors, ACEGID, IGH, ISN, and Focus Group, Emisi 3D. Thank you so much for making this a reality. Thank you, Team 2, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir, the host and the judge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we would like to call two of our hosts. So please speak on this. Over to you, Mr. Dyer. Mr. Dyer, are you there, please? Okay, I would like to call on Miss or Mrs. Oroluwaremu, please. What do you think about Team 2's presentation? Please, Team 2, please keep sharing your screen until the
Okay, sir.
next.
Okay,
Mrs.
sir.
Oroluwa, are you there? Okay, Mr. Olamide Afolabi, our judge, please.
Yeah,
Can we have
sorry.
you? Oh, okay.
I'm back. Well done. Though I would have liked to see a bit more. And then for someone who is not in the science line, I think it would have been maybe you need to learn or have an idea of how to explain in more layman terms. I was hearing a lot of a lot of technical or scientific terms that I don't really understand.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
just what to improve on in presentation. You won't always have people in the room who are already in the science field. So try to make your explanations as layman as you can. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Or I would like to have Mr. Olamide Afolabi on to please give a comment. Mr. Olamide Afolabi, are you there, please? Can we have Mr. Benga Johnson give a comment?
All
Mr.
right,
Benga
so
Johnson?
I think, yeah, so please confirm you can hear me clearly.
Yes, is that Mr. Benga Johnson?
All right, yeah, that's me. All right, so
Okay.
for team two, yeah, very good presentation. Yeah, just like what Ori has mentioned. Yeah, I think your illustration, I think you need to work on your illustration. Yeah, but so far I would say your explanation is much more detailed. Yeah, especially for people that understand, the technicalities of what you're saying. Yeah, to some reasonable extent, I think I do understand. Yeah, what some of the explanation I've made, but your illustration needs to be on point. And I also noticed that based on the sheet I have, let me quickly open it. Yeah, I'm expecting about 10 people to speak, but so far I'm only able to hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm only able to hear 6 people talk. I don't know if your other members are not available or they're on the call, but they don't really have much to contribute.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Akinwale Aremu, I think he was one that designed this. He was the Unity developer guy. But at some point, I think his network was not good. So I have to now ask him
Okay.
to set the video. Let me share my screen then.
Okay.
Akinwale Aremu.
That makes sense.
Peter God bless was the guy that was not feeling fine. We got to know this morning, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have John Kujo, and we have Felix Eromesele Felix. So these are the 2 people that I have on my sheet that maybe I did not hear them speak, or they never really
Sir,
said anything.
sir, Oremesele Felix is the Blender guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's it from my end. Over to you there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please, team captain, is Felix on this call?
Sir?
Is Felix on this call? Because I think
Felix.
I saw a Unity, a Blender artist raising his hand earlier.
Yeah, that is Emmanuel Anu. That is Emmanuel Anu, not Felix. I've been trying to. I don't know. That Emmanuel Anu is the one raising his hand.
It is
Did
Erica that is raising his hand, Abi.
Did Felix give you a reason why it was not going to be around this call?
No, no, sir.
All right then.
I don't even know anyone by the name
Hello?
Felix.
Hello? Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'm Felix. I'm Ekikari Moseli Felix.
Okay.
We had requested that you put your names in full. This is a breach of instruction. We had requested that you rename your name on what's it called? On Zoom. Please rename your name. We will not take
Okay,
responsibility for you not putting your name in full. This goes to all the other teams that are here to present. We will not take responsibility for omitting your name if you've not put your name in full. Please and please put your name in full so that your names can be called and the judges can appropriately sign you your due score. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you very much, Team 2.
Thank you, sir.
Could you, John, you had your hands raised up? I think if you have nothing to say, and that might have been an omission. So, Team 3, are you set now? You can stop sharing your screen now. Thank you very much. Team 3 captain, please raise up your hand. Team 3 captain, we're nearing the end of this session. David Oduola.
Hi, everyone. I'm David Odola, and we are ready to go now.
All right. While you're sharing your screen, you can pause your video while I introduce you to the judges. So to our judges, team 3 are meant to also do the same, simulated, have a 10-minute virtual reality scene simulating gel electrophoresis, and we expect to see different steps such as gel preparation, loading of gel, running of gel, and viewing of gel in a trans illuminator. Over to you, team 2. Please share your video. While you're at that, could you, John, for the last time, please, what do you have to say? If you don't not speak at this point, you will not be given permission to speak anymore. Please, could you, John, over to you. Can you unmute and speak? Could you, John?
All right. The last judge mentioned John Kujul. No, he did not hear me. I am Selbal John Kujul. So just wanted pointing that out.
All right. I judge. We had several John Kujul actually speak during its time. So please help us take that
That's
into
not okay.
account. So
Sure.
please do not start your video yet. Team 3. All right. Team 3, like we said, we'll be presenting on gel electrophoresis. Quickly, please put your screen in in put your video, I mean, in full screen so that we can view your video without any form of distraction. Thank you very much. So, team 3, over to you. We'll take your video first before we then take please put your video in full screen, team 3. Just double tap.
So I would like to start the presentation again. I was trying to unmute previously. So this is the actual setting of a laboratory and the standard we want to use, would like to use for this particular presentation. However, this morning we're trying to combine this particular video with, you can see this is a standard, it has the vinyl tiles, it has where we could hang the laboratory coat, it has shelf, it has everything that a standard laboratory should have. But we were not able to merge the settings on Unity. We were not able to merge it with the proper presentation video. So we will be displaying two videos. This is the first one just to show everything that is needed in a laboratory, just to show the presence. We have fire extinguisher, like well ventilated laboratory settings, and we have other things as well, like the waste bin, the plug, and the emergency exit. This is the first part of our presentation. We also have the biosafety level 2 activated. You can see the caution doors and for emergency purposes, and for other like experts as well. So, and after this part, I'll be going to the next part of the video. Also, a first aid kit is present in this particular part. So I'll be sharing the next video now, which is going to show the process of electrophoresis. Thank you. So, so in this part of the video, before I start this part of the video, before I begin this part of the video, I would like to tell the judges that we have members of the team that are going to present this particular part of the video. And as the meeting goes on, as we start now, I would also love to reiterate that we ensured we activated the biosafety procedures. As you can see, as the scientist approaches the as the scientist approaches the lab coat and then trying to putting on the lab coats, and then the next thing was to put on the gloves to ensure that all necessary precautions are taken, goggles, and we have nose mask as well. So I'll call on Caleb Osudeko to explain the gel preparation. Could you unmute Caleb, please?
Please, Caleb, raise up your hand so we can view. All right. Caleb, you have permission to speak.
All right. Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone, to the sponsors and panelists and judges here today. Um, we'll be starting the presentation for Theme 3, and this is going to be the simulation of lab environment. So, welcome to the virtual lab. Today, we prepare an accurate gel of DNA analysis. So, first, we measured these 2 grams, and we added into the clinical flask. We added 100 ml of TAE buffer, 1 times TAE buffer. So, we're taking this to the Bunsen burner right now. Okay. So, there is the Bunsen burner right there. And this will be left to heat until the agarose is fully melted. And you will see the temperature reading here, and it shows that it gives us a live just for us to see how the temperature is changing on live. So it's cool, it's eating the agarose mixture. um, So this process just shows us how it's being done, how that the agarose has to be heat before it dissolves, and it's that agarose dissolves at this high temperature. It's you just have a cloudy mixture if it doesn't heat. You have a cloudy mixture if it doesn't heat. So once this is done, okay. Can we skip the part to the front? So after this is done, then we get our casting tray set up, and this our casting tray is where we are going to pour our agarose that has been. So you can see the change in the liquid. It's a little bit clear now. So that's an evidence that yes, the agarose is dissolved. So we pour this into our casting tray, and it is now left to solidify. Then we put the comb inside. So I'll be handing over to the next presenter. We'll be taking it from there.
Please who is the next presenter so I can give he or she a permission to unmute.
Sorry,
Please call the name
it's
of the
David
next
that will be
presenter.
taking it. David Oduola will be presenting next.
All right, David Odola, you've been given permission to unmute.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is David Odola. I'll also be taking us through the process of loading the gel. This process is used especially in gel electrophoresis, and we start this process by ensuring that we get a micropipette, which is the laboratory apparatus used to aspirate the sample that we had already prepared. We aspirate it and we put it into a dispense it rather into a loading well. Now this process, most of the time, it requires like a very stable hand because we already have a gel mixture liquid on the electrophoresis tray, and then most of the time we have to undo the micropipette by the handling base and then ensure that we stabilize it at the middle and then dispense carefully in order to avoid the sample scattering all over the liquid in the electrophoresis tray. Also, we should knows that in this particular process we in this particular electrophoresis process we reference the published paper of Dr. Verma, and when he was performing this particular electrophoresis experiment, he used 10 samples of virus. He was trying to identify targets, and we used samples in PCR, normal PCR, conventional PCR, and then the multiplex PCR. So we have 5 samples from the normal PCR and another 5 samples from the multiplex PCR. And in this electrophoresis process of loading, we have to load 10 of the samples, each one into the um, each of the samples into the loading wells, and then we can conduct our for us to conduct our experiment. And then the most important part is to use a DNA ladder, because a DNA ladder has a premeditated or like if or an already known base pair length, and we use this to calculate the length of the DNA base pairs in order to identify the target viruses. And this was used in identifying rotavirus, adenovirus, and all other 10 viruses that were I identified in this particular experiment. And I would be handing over to my next speaker now, who will take us through the process of running the gel after I'm done speaking. Thank you. I'll be handing over to Taiwo Punjabi.
Over to you, Taiwo Ogunjobi. Please unmute.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, David. So, Taiwo Temitope Ogunjobi. So, immediately after running the loading the jet, the next thing we did was to run the jet, and we placed the electrophoresis chamber on a stable surface near the power supply, and we then fill with a prepared running buffer. So we remove the comb and then load the prepared sample via a micro pipette. So we then plugged in the red wire, which is the negative, the cathode, and the blue wire, which is sorry, the red wire, which is positive to the anode, then the blue wire, which is negative to the cathode at 80 voltage for about 60 to 80 minutes. Then we run the gel until the bands are migrated to the appropriate distance. So the electric field generated by the power supply causes the DNA, the charged DNA, to move from cathode to anode as DNA is negatively charged. So I want us to uh, uh, know that it is important to know that low voltage makes the molecule to take longer time. It makes the molecule to travel a bit slower along the jet, and it makes the it makes the resolution high as it make them separate better. Why high voltage in a way makes the molecule to run faster through the jet, and it is risky because as a result of overheating, the band can actually distort and also reduce the resolution of the jet. So thank you. I'll be passing on to my next speaker, which is Tino.
Please, we did mention that when you're speaking, you should please put on your video. So please, whenever you're speaking, please turn on your video. Tino, please raise up your hand so that we can identify you and give the capacity to unmute. Tino, are you there, please? All right, been given permission to unmute.
Tadayo, sorry, if
Hi
somebody
everyone.
is not putting
So
on
I'll
his
be speaking on
video,
viewing the jail.
Sorry, please,
can stop. If
Remolade.
somebody is not putting on his video, we can stop the person from speaking because we are also scoring all of these. So he does not allow us to score the person in that regard, or this person will have 0 in when we don't have the video. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. If you don't put on your video, you lose marks. So please put on your video whenever you're presenting. Over to you, Remolade Tino. And please, Mr. Kilebe Apostle, spotlight whatsoever he's speaking as well. Go ahead, Rodimolade.
All right, so I'll be speaking on viewing the gel. So to view the gel, we are going to expose it to UV light using the transilluminator. So when we do that, you find that the bands, the DNA bands with fluorescence, you have like a reddish orange color of the band. So it's also important to not allow the bands to be exposed to the UV radiation for longer than 45 seconds so that the DNA is not damaged. So to interpret the band patterns, you have some
I'm
bands
sorry to interrupt you. Please,
showing,
can you ask
if
the
it's a,
people
if it's a
behind you
multi,
the people behind you to lower their voice or to keep quiet? We can't hear you because they are speaking. Please.
Tinolu, if you could please find a quieter place or excuse yourself and your colleagues who are speaking in the background, please. Your scoring is dependent on this. So we apologize for that, judges.
I'm sorry, please can you hear me better now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so I
thank you
was
very
saying
much.
that use the gel, we expose the gel to UV radiation, and what happens is that the DNA band starts to fluorescence, and it's important to not also expose it longer than 45 seconds so that the DNA is not damaged. Now, to interpret the band pattern, if it's the multiplex PCR samples, you'd have on one lane, you'd have one band on multiple lanes. Then for the conventional PCR, you have multiple bands on one lane. So we use the DNA ladder to estimate the size of the DNA samples. So we have a ladder of 1,000 VD. So the ladder already has a known size. So we measure the distance from the well, then we plot the standard curve of the distance migrated against the known sizes of the DNA ladder. To estimate the sizes of the actual DNA that we have, we would compare that to the graph that we already have. So we'll compare the distance traveled by each sample, each DNA sample, and to the standard curve. And from that, we can determine the sizes of DNA samples. Thank you.
All right, I take it that is all from team 3. Thank you very much. All team 3 members, please raise up your hands so we can quickly have your contribution. I think we've had contributions from those who have spoken already, but quickly, 30 seconds so that we can go over it. Your time is up, and thankfully you could finish everything within the time frame. But let us have all team 3 members raise up their hands. Paul Adeni, you've been given permission to speak. In 30 seconds, please tell us your contribution to this work. Paul Adeni. Please, if you don't speak, you'll be moved. We will move on to someone else, and you might not have the chance to talk anymore. You will not have scores. Paul Adeni for the last time.
All right. Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Adeni,
Sorry, please.
and I'm a writer for.
Paul Adeni, before you go ahead, to everyone, once you are called, you'll be given permission to speak, and we expect you to also turn on your video. Lack of turning on your video would mean some deduction in your mark. So please take notice of that. Poladini, 30 seconds, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Adeniyi, and I'm a writer for Group 3. So I headed the writers group, and I worked on writing a simplified script for the Unity developer and the Blender artist so that they can understand what to do as regards to the process of agarose jet electrophoresis. And also I documented our daily progress report on LinkedIn in collaboration with my colleague Taiwo Ogunjobi. So that's my contribution to the team. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Afolabi Fumilade, apologies for that. Please turn on your video and let us hear you. Please help us spotlight him, Mr. Caleb.
Great. Good everyone. I'm Afolabi Fumilade. I was a Unity developer for our team, and I was one that implemented most of the logic in the scene. Unfortunately, we are unable to simulate the entire experience because it takes a lot. But I had Mr. Gbemini and Kelechi they assisted me with the models especially. So it was Kelechi that did the first thing that you saw in the first video. And then Mr. Gbemini was one that supplied the asset that I used in the other video that we demonstrated the first part of the preparation, the gel preparation. So that was how I helped.
All right, thank you very much. Would appreciate it as well if you could just speak for yourself. If there is
Oh,
anybody
all
that
right.
is not on the team that is not currently available, please, the team captain is responsible to identifying those individuals. If the team
Okay.
captain cannot identify those individuals, we'll assume that no communication was done to the team captain nor the vice. So thank you very much, Mr. Gimini. No, sorry, I forgot your names. Moving on to Mr. Gbemini follow. My apologies for that. Mr. Gbemini follow, you've been given permission to unmute.
Okay, thank you, Sir Anma. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gbemini Falowo. So, of course, I am a Unity developer. Most of the work I did was importation and optimization of the 3D models that we used, especially for reduction of our polygons. I ensure that we have less than 10,000 triangles and, some of our assets gotten from the Blender artist and then some gotten from online. So especially ScarFact. So we use them. And then I ensure that, what's it called? We use mesh render to at least texturize it properly. So, and aside from that, I was immediately we got the, what's it called, the tags. So I ideate it such that I visualize it as a movie, such that the scientists are the director of the movie, the writers, so they know everything they want us to do. So, and of course, the captain took up the initiative to create subgroups for us, whereby we can actually have access to scientists and Blender artists, scientists and Unity developers, and then scientists and writers. So we're able to come up with all of these things to be able to do the little we could within this time frame. Thank you so much.
Once again, I reiterate, speak for yourself. You speaking for others is taking our time. We appreciate your team spirit, but please speak for yourself so as to save time. We have a long list to go here. I keep giving Becky, Anita, please, you've been given permission to unmute. Please speak. I
Thank
keep
you.
giving Becky, Anita. Go
Yes.
ahead, please.
So good day, everyone, mentors and judges, also my fellow participants. My name is Akibe Becky, and my contribution to this project, I'm a scientist and I worked with writers to ensure the script was scientifically accurate. I did so by reviewing each scene and to check that terminologies and procedure, overall the workflow actually matched with real gel electrophoresis process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lawal Teslim, you've been given permission to unmute. Lawal Teslim.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Lawal Teslim Okwemi. So I'm the blade artist, and I work with the team, especially with the scientists, to make sure that we have correct representation of the 3D models that we are going to be using. This is the UV transilluminator that was worked upon, and also we also have the power supply of the gel electrophoresis, which was also home modeled from scratch. And yes, we also have the gel electrophoresis tank, which was also home modeled from scratch while collaborating with the scientists in the team. So these are some of the renders of the models, and it was sent to the Unity developers after it is being vetted by the scientists for use. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Rachel Ebu, please, we give you permission to unmute, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, the host and our judges. Okay, I was a scientist on the team, and I also worked with the writers to ensure that the script was accurate. Then, for the presentation, I worked on the section of viewing the gel to ensure that the right technologies were used, the right materials and tools was also used, and to also take note that to avoid any damage, I have to hit at 45 seconds. Then I read the script, made a little correction because I was working on with the team of writers to ensure I was part of the scientists working with the team of writers to ensure that the right terminologies, accuracy, and the whole process of gel electrophoresis, that the script follows it step by step. So that was my contribution to the team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Kelechi Emmanuel Adeyemo.
Good afternoon. I'm Kelechi Adeyemo, and I worked first as a scientist, and I ensured that there was correct scientific representation. I work with the blender artist to explain how the cassette tray, how the electrophoresis tank, and how everything fits into each other to help him design a better model. And then I helped the Unity developers. I first sourced for other 3D models online that would help, in the process of developing the simulation. And then I tried to help create the laboratory scene to also save time. So I worked also as a Unity developer through the help of, he was putting me through, Fumiladi was putting me through. So I was following his prompting and I was trying to work on a scene. So that's why we had 2 videos, because I worked on the first video and he worked on the second one. And we're supposed to put it together and join it this morning, but we ran into some errors as we're sharing it on GitHub. So that's why the videos were separate. So that was my contribution. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Caleb Otudeko, please. Caleb Otudeko, quickly, please. Caleb Otudeko. Can we move on to Adekunle Showole, please? I believe Caleb has had this time. Adekunle Showole, please.
Okay, thank you
Go ahead.
very much. I'm Adekunle Showole. So I work with other
Sorry.
scientists on SOP, standard operating procedures, and I ensure that during the simulation, the SOP is duly followed. So that's what I did.
Sorry, you said you've ensured the SOP is duly followed. Which part of the
And
SOP did you come up with?
yes, so on the materials, equipment that we require during the gel electrophoresis. So I measured the equipment for class 2 laboratory. So that's my contributions.
Can you please mention some of these equipments?
Okay, thank you. So number one, I talk about weighing balance. I talk about safety cabinet. I talk about the wearing of a weighing balance. Then the oven at the Bunsen burner we use during the laboratory.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Caleb Otudeko, please. Caleb Otudeko.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I helped I'm a scientist and a UX designer. So I helped with analyzing, I worked with Fumilade, the Unity developer, and I had discussions with him, trying to let him understand how the lab environment is, identifying because there were certain models that were not actually resembling what we wanted to use them for. So I helped the blender artist also Teslim. So we had to look at certain lab equipment that were not actually giving that exact figure, the conical flags, the transformator. So there were feedbacks that they sent to the page. I majorly worked with the Unity developer, but I had to work with the designer also because many of the assets that the Unity developer were using needed to be designed by the blender artist. So, and also I also assisted in getting the sources, because as scientists, it was easier for me to just go online and identify the assets that were available on 3D and see how it actually depicts what should be in the lab and the things I have seen in the lab also. So I helped with that, and I also found other sources. I used sources like ChatGPT to find sources of 3D that could give files that work on Unity, and that would work perfectly with the Unity developer. So we had feedbacks and giving feedbacks to the scientists that work with the Unity developer, and having to look at the video, having to iterate. And I'm also a UX designer, so I used the knowledge of user experience to also try to see how the lab experience could be educative and could also deliver what you should deliver for the presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Taiwo Ogunjobi, please speak. Taiwo Ogunjobi. Taiwo
Thank you, sir.
Temitope Ogunjobi.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I am a scientist, also a writer. So I work particularly on.
Sorry, quickly, Mr. Ken,
Sorry,
can you help us spotlight Mr. Taiwo Ogunjobi? Go ahead.
All right, I'm a writer, also a scientist. I actually work particularly on aspect of crafting the script for the Blender artist, and also the Blender artist and the what are they called now? So, and I also work on the aspect of loading the gel, and also preparing.
I think Mr. Taiwo is having some net revisiting. Mr. David
Sorry,
Odwal,
can you hear me, sir?
I will come back to you, Mr. Taiwo. Mr. David Odwala, please raise your hand again, Mr. Taiwo. Mr. David Odwala.
I think he has spoken.
I just want to speak now. I won't say anything. So my name is David Odola, and I am a scientist. I also double as the captain for this team. Um, I worked majorly as a scientist throughout the entire process of this hackathon and interpreted this hackathon. And some of my works were to get resources majorly. And then when this work started at first, we needed to get to reference our work alongside a published study of a particular Professor Verma, and that was a part of my work trying to like infuse the scientific aspect of simulation into an hackathon such as this. So our project was based on a published work, and that was like part of where I was able to use my scientific knowledge in this particular hackathon. And also I helped with coordination of projects on the team and on Discord. Most of the information were relayed, and I was able to like give accurate information to my teammates, and also able to coordinate everybody and ensure concerted effort amongst us, the participants. And I mean, most importantly, I worked on all of the teams that we have all of the sub teams that we have in my team three. So we divided each groups into like groups of scientists, groups of Unity developers, and most of the time when we have especially in our team, we had shortfall of Unity developers and Blender artists, and I was able to step into roles where whenever they need to get something, especially get scientific aspect or perspective of someone like a scientist, and this is where I usually fill in, and also trying to explain some of the simulated processes through YouTube videos. I was able to narrow down, check through videos, and make them available to Unity developers, Blender artists, and even writers to explain the process of electrophoresis, because we realize that there are some among us who do not have like basic or background experience or prior experience rather of an electrophoresis procedure. So using all of these resources available online was something I was able to like do very well due to my background as a scientist. And aside all of that things, I think one of the things I also did was to ensure that, because I am a writer, but I was able to also use my experience in reviewing some of the articles that were written by the team's writing subgroup. So whenever they have an article, whenever they have it before we submit, we review it, and then there was a particular article that was also submitted as an assignment. We also had to review the references and ensure that it goes along or in line with the prompt or the prompt. Yeah, that's the word that was given to us by the
Mr. David,
organizers. So
Mr. David,
that's
please wrap
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah. So
Please
I'm
wrap up.
just I'm done already. So thank you.
All right. Orimolade Tinoluwa. Tioluwanimi, I apologize. Orimolade Tinoluwanimi, please go
Yes,
ahead.
thank you. Okay, so I worked with the Blender artist to ensure that the laboratory equipment that he designed were in line with were aesthetically pleasing and properly designed in line with what should actually be in a scientific laboratory. That's what I did. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Taiwo will take into account that you're a writer that worked with the Unity developers to ensure that they set the right thing. Thank you very much, Team 3, for that wonderful work. Sadly, you could not present every of your scene, but I really appreciate that your first scene in terms of preparation of gel electrophoresis was quite interactive, where we could see the Bunsen burner. Okay, wonderful. So would like a few comments from our judges, starting from Professor Anizapi. Would like a comment for Team 3. Team 1, start preparing in the interim while we take the comments. Thank you very much. Over to you, Professor Anizapi.
Yeah, my just a very short comment is that yes, I think the understanding of the process is there. It's just the visualization. The lab is showing pretty well. With at the beginning a lot of interaction. It was very interactive, and was hoping that we'll be able to see further than what was said. So I think since it's still work in progress, we will get to see that. I also noticed that during the presentation, some of you, I can see a teamwork, but it needed to be a little bit more coordinated so that we can have something that flows smoothly from one person to another, and every member of the team getting ready when it's his turn so that it can transit smoothly to the next person. So apart from that, I think well done, and it's work in progress. We hope to if you are given more time to finish what you have started. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take one final comment, short comment from Mr. Bankole Olalikun. We apologize to our judges for going beyond the hour. We hope to finish at most by 2:45, and then we'll round up this session. We just have one more team to present after the last judge's comments, and then we'll wrap up. So, Mr. Bankole Olalikun, please. Can you please give us your comments, Mr. Bankole Olalikun? Do we have him in session? If not, we can take another comment from Mr. Olamide Afolabi. Is Mr. Olamide Afolabi in session? If not, we can take a comment from Mr. Benga Johnson.
Yeah, all right. So
Is it-
for team 2, I think team 2 is the only team that have the most participants. Yeah, so far. And also good work. I would have loved to see your presentation aside the first section that I saw. It is going to help, paint a better mental picture of, the explanation. Because while you're explaining, I had to quickly look through Google to try and understand some of the things that I think it was, what is the name? I want to confirm his name because I noted his name. Caleb, and yeah, I think Caleb and Olumolade, yeah, and also Kilichi. I was quickly, check Google to quickly understand, some of the things that you've said. But I would have loved to see, a simulation, a visual simulation to paint a mental picture. so far, I would say well done. This is a good one, and yeah, I look forward to the next round if there will be. I look forward to a better presentation from you guys. Well done.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Team one, you're the last team standing, last but not the least. Team one, team captain, please raise up your hand for identification in the chat. I would like to apologize for our participants who have had some plans before now, and we have gone beyond the hour. We will soon finish. We implore you to wait till the end for us to wrap up. Team one, team captain, please raise up your hand in the chat. Team one, vice captain, please raise up your hand in the chat. You're taking our time, so please identify yourself. Team one, team captain or vice, please. Adegorite Ayokunlemi, can you please speak on behalf of team one? Adegorite.
Good afternoon, everyone. Adegorí Tayo, and our team made a visual representation of column-based nucleic acid. It includes steps taken, like the precipitation steps, the washing steps, the elution steps, and all other steps.
Please, who is your team captain?
Sorry.
Who is your team?
You can go ahead and present.
Adeniran Sadiq Adebayo.
He said he
Yes,
has
sir.
a bad
Good
network.
afternoon, sir. Hello, good
Okay.
afternoon. Can you hear me, sir?
Who is speaking, please?
Adeniran
Introduce
Sadiq
yourself,
from
please.
Team 1. My name is Adeniran Sadiq from Team 1, the UX designer of the team.
All right, so please go ahead with your presentation. But before you go ahead, quickly to the judges, they will be presenting on column-based extraction and the steps involved in column-based extraction for the next 10 minutes. Over to you, Adeniran Sadiq.
Sadiq, put on your video, please.
All right, a moment, please.
All right, you can go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm trying to share the screen. We actually put in all our efforts to make this come out perfectly, but unfortunately, my trip from school to house yesterday is one of the issues. And again, the electricity stopped us from completing the work. And the main part of it is the Unity developer laptop that broke down this morning. That is why we are using a project from last week. Apologies, sir. I won't be able to show the procedure, but through the help of our Blender artist and Unity developer, we're able to model equipment which are on the laboratory scene. So please give me a moment. I will share the screen now. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Yes, we can, but quickly someone was sharing a screen. That was funny. Your luckily is not representing team one as well.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I think you have a wider image. If you can please share that, and then maybe Adeniran Sadiq can speak to it, please.
Okay, please, can you see my screen?
You have to reshare, please. Fanny Olalipo, please reshare.
Sir, I have to.
Please reshare your screen.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Can you see my screen, please? I think I've started sharing the screen.
Adeniran Sadiq, we said if you give permission, let Fanny Olalipo share his screen. He has a wider screen. I believe it's the same.
I'm really sorry.
I actually do some like fine tune. I made some touches to the last video, so which is the only video I
I
have
see.
with me.
I see.
So I don't
All
know.
right, go ahead. I didn't know. Sorry to have cut you short. Go ahead. I didn't know.
Okay.
Please, you share your screen. Your screen sharing has stopped. Please help us spotlight him, please, Mr. Caleb.
All right, sir.
We are waiting on you. I don't know.
Okay. Screen start now. Okay, what about now, sir?
Yes, it's quite better. Sorry, quickly, I didn't know. Which of the screens are we looking at? It seems the screen that is moving is not,
Hello, sir.
is the one below.
Yeah.
Is there a way to magnify the screen below so that we can have a better picture?
I think I've adjusted it a bit. I don't know if it's bigger now.
We'll make do. Please go ahead.
All right.
Please raise your hand, Fanny, so that you can give him permission to unmute.
With the little time I had, that's what I was able to create. So I would like to stop sharing my screen now.
Funny, Olakunle, you've been given permission to unmute. Please unmute.
Okay, thank you, sir. I actually wanted to speak alongside the video. We actually had a challenge in the voiceover for the video, so I actually wanted to explain the description of what was going on in the video. I don't know if it is possible if I could if we can actually have a replay of the video.
Well, your choice, but you're on the clock. As soon as your time is up, we'll stop you, please. Please go ahead.
Hello. Okay. Please, can you help me replay the video? Or do I share it from here?
A decision should have been made on this prior to now. But then on Sadiq,
Okay.
you have 7 minutes down, going to 8 minutes now. Please make it snappy. You have 7 more minutes.
Like it dropped off.
Yes, thank you very much. So we actually worked on nucleic acid extraction, and it is very important in biology world when we actually want to get nucleic acid from organisms so that we can further work on it. Now, it's important to know that nucleic acid actually comes with many things around it, and that's why there's a process that is taken to extract the other things around it, like proteins, membranes, and the likes, so that we can actually get to the very nucleic acid. And it contains processes like lysis, where we break open cells to release DNA and the RNA. It contains precipitation too, where clumps of DNA, where we actually clump the DNA so that we can separate it from the other junks in the medium, in the media. Then we have the column loading, where we actually try to attach it to a silica, the DNA, so that it can get attached to a silica. That way we can easily sieve out other impurities. And then we have the washing aspect, which is done to remove leftover impurities. The elution part releases the DNA and RNA into a clean tube. So here, what we are seeing is actually our laboratory. Some of the other tubes they've been passed earlier in the video, but majorly we use tools like the vortex for spinning and the centrifuge for separation. We use tubes also, and the pipette for drawing contents from our tubes. So this is actually the simulation of our lab. So to give a visual representation for learning purpose. So this is what we've been able to come up with. We had multiple challenges, but at least we've been able to come up with this. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Would that be all?
Yes, from my side, yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So, all Team 1 members, please raise up your hands so that your contribution to this work can be noted. We're able to finish within 10 minutes. So, all Team 1 members, please raise up your hand so that your contribution might be noted. And quickly, I think Adeniro Sadiq is the team captain, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please clarify for me. Was it your Blender artist whose laptop crashed or your Unity developer?
Someone
Hello, are
else,
you there?
can you answer, please? You guys are all in the team. Was it the Blender artist or Unity laptop that crashed? Since you're all in the team, you should know. So somebody else should reply if he's having network issue.
It means
I
there's
don't
no
think
answer.
I don't think Adeniro has any network issues. Please clarify. He's on the call.
Okay, has dropped off the call.
It will be good to move on, Dayo. If there's no answer, you record it as such.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I'm really sorry. I have an issue with my network here. So I don't know what you asked.
Apparently, it wasn't
Was it your Unity developer or your Blender artist that had whose laptop crashed? Unity. Someone is saying Unity developer. So
Yes.
I'm trying to understand. So who was the individual that was expecting electricity to be available by 11?
Unity developer.
So how come it is that his laptop crashed?
He actually, Awodi Abdul Mujib, can you please talk about it, please? He has been raising his hand, but he has not been granted the permission to talk. He is the Unity developer for Team 1.
All right, I've been given permission to speak. Awodi Abdul Mujib. Please speak. Awodi Abdul Mujib. Awodi Abdul Mujib. Please, you've been given.
Oludare, can we wrap up this? If they're not willing to speak.
Okay. I apologize for that. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that Team 1 is not playing a fast one on us because they should be aware that we are following all of their conversations and all of their groups. But while we are there, maybe we can come back to that. John Victoria, sorry, Kunyu Alex Unwangi, please can you speak? Tell us your contribution to the team. Kunyu Alex Unwangi.
All right. Yeah, can you hear me? Let me try bring on my camera. Can you guys see me and hear me?
Yes, yes, we can. Please go ahead. Tell us in 30 seconds your contribution.
Yeah, so my name is Alex. I was the scientist for this team, and I'm really sorry that we didn't outline our project as we wanted it to be. But particularly my role for this project has been, I basically tried describing the equipments that we have to the Blender artist, as the Blender artist is not really a scientist. I needed some description of the type of equipment we are using. These are like micropipette, the centrifuge, the heat bath, things like that. Second of all, I developed an animation script for the whole procedure, which I shared on the group and also with the Unity developer for how the procedures should run, and also a photographic image of basically the workbench, how the equipment should be arranged. And lastly, also based on the initial presentation that we had, I also created a list of the equipment that we need and the naming system that we might use so that at least the equipment have the same name, as some equipments may be used twice. Lastly, I also gave some tips on the scene based on our previous presentation. Basically, we need to have a lab coat for the PPEs, enough workspace. Yeah, just basically how the pointers for how our space should appear like. And lastly, I tried following up with everyone despite the challenges that we have to ensure everything will run smoothly despite the challenges. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. John Victoria. John Victoria, I've been given permission to unmute. Please, Mr. Kilaba, with spotlighting John Victoria.
Okay, sir. Good
afternoon. So my name is John Victoria, and I'm a scientist for Team 1. So part of what I did this project work was to work on I also work on cross-checking and I work on editing it to have an audio, but later on it had issues, so we had to work on another thing this morning. And also I work on checking up on others.
All right, thank you very much. Fanny Olakunle, you have the floor again. Tell us what your contribution was to this project. Fanny Olakunle. Audi Abdul Mujib.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, thank you very much. I'm sorry for that glitch. My laptop just went flat just right now, so I had to quickly continue.
Recording in progress.
Okay, my network system.
Sorry, please,
Hello?
who's speaking? Introduce yourself.
Olakunle.
Please, Mr. Akele, help us spotlight Olakunle. Can we have Ikechukwu Benjamin? Why Olakunle? Ikechukwu Benjamin. Ikechukwu Benjamin, please speak.
And I hope.
Okay.
Ikechukwu, we can't hear you. Can you please go over it again?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ike. I'm one of the Blender artists on the team.
We can hear you.
I'm one of the Blender artists. I'm one of the Blender artists on the team, and I modeled some of the lab equipment used in this thing alongside Awudi Abusamad.
All right. Is that all from you? Is that all from you, Ikechukwu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is my belief that Abdulsamad is the Unity developer. How come he's now a Blender artist?
So sorry, Abdul Samad. So the one that is Unity artist is Abdul Mujib.
Okay, Abdul Samad Awudi is your co-Blender artist. Abdul Mujib
is our Unity artist.
Also, okay.
Unity
All right. Thanks for
developer,
clarifying that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ahmed Sheriffdeen, please, can you speak and tell us your contribution?
Good afternoon, everyone. So, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Good afternoon, the judges and colleagues. So, my name is Ahmed Sharifuddin, and I was a scientist. I'm a scientist on the team. So, I contributed to the work by submitting the overview of the process of of our experiments, especially the elution part. And I also shared my insight and feedback on how the model of the equipment should look like. And after the video was done, I shared my feedback with the Blender artist and also the Unity developer. Thank you.
Any other question?
So fellas, enough. You can speak.
Sorry, I was calling Shofela Zainab. I didn't know I was muted. Please go ahead, Shofela Zainab.
Representative of Team 1 and a scientist. I competed in the elution aspect of the colon-based nucleic acid extraction step, and also I was also part of people that check the teamwork and I check for any correction. That's enough.
All right, thank you. So, can we have Awodi Abdulmujib? Awodi Abdulmujib or Awodi Abdulsamad?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Awadi Abdul Samad. I'm one of the blender artists for this team, Team 1. And I worked alongside with Benjamin, Ikechukwu Benjamin, as the blender artist. We collaborated with the scientists to give us the reference of the lab equipment we need so we can work well on our own side and give the Unity developer the models that were created by us. And
Can you please give us the names of the Unity developers in the group?
the Unity developer that was active for this team is Audi Abdulmujib. The other Unity developer was not really active. Like he does not contribute. Let's say that is one of the people that gave us the downfall. I would say downfall for this team because we lacked Unity developer.
Okay, if it wasn't active, how come we're hearing news of one Unity developer's laptop crashed and one Unity developer does not have lights? Because there's a bit of confusion. Please,
Yeah,
we like the truth and the absolute truth. Please go
yeah, the
ahead.
Audi Abdulmujib is the Unity developer that has light issue. So if to say we have the second Unity developer active, he will have continued the integration, but the second Unity developer was not active. Audad Mujib is living in an area that does not have lights. He even went as far as going to place the own
Okay.
generators. He's the one
So
that
the
built
second,
the video we presented. Is Audad Mujib that did that in a rush hour.
all right, so the other Unity developer, was it not active because his laptop crashed or it was not active at all?
The other Unity developer, I was not really communicating with him, but I think he was communicating with Audi Abdulmujib. So maybe his laptop crashed. I don't know, but I didn't hear from him at all. Just from him.
All right, thank you very much. Awodi Abdulmujib, you've been given permission to unmute now. Please unmute.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you put on your video, please? Okay.
So please, Mr. Caleb, spotlight Abdulmujib, now Abdul Samad.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is my video up? Sorry, my laptop is down. That's why I am the Unity developer, and the other Unity developer.
We can hear you, please.
How
Can you
about now?
speak louder?
Okay, I said
Now it's
I am
clear.
the Unity. I'm the first Unity developer team, and the second Unity developer had issue with his laptop, so that's why I worked solo, but he still contributed to from the he contributed from the start. We set up the scene together before his laptop had issue, so that's why I had to go on with it.
All right, so tell us okay, so you are the Unity developer that made the scene alongside
Yes.
the other Unity developer. What's the name of the other Unity developer?
I call him Tony. I don't know his full name. Let me.
Okay, all right. That's Fanny Olakunle been given permission to to speak. Fanny Yolakunle, please
Thank you
speak.
very much. Thank you very much. I apologize for using this background. I was using my system and it's just my power source. I don't turn down. I don't have power on it, and my network also was fluctuating when I got to speak. So I apologize for that. So
That's fine. So, Mr. Caleb, please help us spotlight Fanny Yolakunle.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I go on?
Go ahead, please.
Yes, please go ahead.
So like I said, I apologize for the background. My laptop went up and my network also was issue. I'm using my phone now. I changed to my phone. So
That's fine.
in the
Please
team,
go
I
ahead.
actually I sent pictures and pictures to the team showing the process that's used to carry out in nucleic acid extraction. I'm a scientist, and I sent it to the team so that it can actually assist in the creation of the 3D animation. Thank you. The tools and the processes, showing the tools, picture examples.
All right, thank you very much. So, Adeniro Sadiq, I believe you are the team captain.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, so there is some form of inconsistency in you guys' story. Your second Unity developer has been alleged to not have been active, and your other Unity developer says he has been active and has been working with him, which is the case.
The issue is from the onset, we had no Unity developer on our WhatsApp group. So we tried to get them before they joined. It was just one of the Unity developer that joined. On the long run, another Unity developer joined. So the workflow wasn't really going well for the first Unity developer. So as at this morning, we noticed that the second Unity developer, which is, what's his name? Tony, that is what he used as the username on the WhatsApp group. He told us that his laptop crashed and stopped working. But the second Unity developer, Awudi Abdulmujib, he told us that he was having light electricity issue in his area. So he had to go to where they put on generator to get things done. So both of them have been working, but due to some distraction and some challenges they're having, that's why they have not been active like that.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for clarifying the air. All right, thank you very much, everyone. But quickly to team one, this would be kind of investigate and look into to ensure that your story is consistent with your communications. Well, we like to hand over to the judge. We thank you all for your patience. We appreciate all all you've been doing as a team, actually. We thank you very much. We apologize for going beyond the hour. We'd like to give final remarks to Professor Anizapi, our judge, and if we have Oreoluwa Aremu as our judge, Mrs. Oreoluwa Aremu. My apologies for that, please, for our final remarks, and then we call it a wrap. Professor Anizapi, over to you.
Thank you, Dayo, for that. And then I will start by thanking the organizers, those who conceived this idea. I would thank all our sponsors. I would like to also thank the judges for taking out time to come and evaluate all of the participants today and what has been done since from the beginning. I want to sincerely thank the participant for taking our time and using their talent to attempt this procedure. I am sure it is not over. It is something. It's work in progress, and I'm sure they will be able to work harder to complete this process because it's useful. The next stage is coming, but it's going to be an opportunity for them to see how far they can go with the time they will have with us once they come around and see what we do. I think that with that visualization they will be able to put a little bit more flesh and more reality into what they are planning to do. I want to thank all of you, the judges, and also the technical team behind that we are not seeing here, that have put all the effort to have this come true. I I I don't think I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. If I do, please, I apologize because I may not remember everybody to hear, but just know that we are very grateful and sincerely appreciate your efforts and your time and your talent. Thank you, everyone. Over.
Thank you very much. I don't know if Mrs. Aramu is on board.
I think we have
If not, can we
Johnson.
can we have Mr. Gbenga Johnson, please?
All right, so I would like to say thank you to everyone. Yeah, and also aside, hello.
We can hear you, sir.
All right, and aside the presentation, I could also see the level of commitment and effort that the teams have put to get these results. You know, despite some of the challenges that some of the teams encounter, they were still able to show up and put up a presentation. Regardless, I would say well done and keep it up. And I wish everyone all the best. Beyond this hackathon program, just know that the sky is the limit, and don't don't reduce the effort that you have put into it. You can still extend this effort in other areas beyond this hackathon. So well done, everyone, and over to you there.
Thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate your time. I would say that Team 5 was the only one that really understood the assignment with the voiceover and all of that, although it was not fully represented in the visuals. But we hope that for those that would have the opportunity to come on site, would be able to see how it is done in the lab or some of this equipment and be able to really represent it in the virtual reality. We appreciate you for your time. I will hand over to Mr. Dayo for any final remarks, and then we can close the the day. And I believe the lucky one, so to speak, would be announced either later in the day or tomorrow. But it's expected that you are still to work as a team, but those conversations will be had later in the day. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Dayo.
Thank you, Oludayo. Thanks for the coordination of the program and the session. So I would like to just start by saying big thank you to the judges, Professor Anis, staying through the session, and Benga Johnson. The other judges, I tried checking out on them, so they're still connected. But I guess some of them probably left the conversation or the Zoom channel. So what we'll be doing afterward is to wait for the judges to send in the scoring sheets, and then we'll collate them, probably send it to some of the mentors handling each of those things, probably present the results. So whether the results will be presented virtually or sent on the Discord channel, that will be communicated by to you by your mentors. I'd also like to appreciate all the hackers, the captains and the vice captain that have presented through this whole experience, and you all tried your best, I believe, and you also saw the team cohesion for the ones who were able to deliver. We understand the time in terms of time constraint was a bit of a challenge. Having to collaborate remotely to be able to deliver these tasks is also one of a major challenge in terms of time zone and availability of power and the internet connectivity. But overall, I think it's commendable. Your effort is commendable. The attitude to delivering and executing the task that have been given to you by the mentors are also commendable. I would like also to appreciate the mentors also on the call. I can't mention their names. I think Professor has already appreciated a couple of them. So that'll be all for me. I think I'll hand over to Caleb to wrap up this session. Thank you once again, everyone. Thank you, judges, and thank you, mentors.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Dio. You really did say everything. And to the participants, thank you very much for staying this long. Although there were a lot of setbacks and lapses, but it was really nice that you were able to finish and also present your work. So, Chooks, do you have any comment for them? You are muted. You are muted.
Oh, sorry. I just want to thank you all for your like for just participating. At least each team did well. For even you to even come outside and say something, at least that boldness in you, and something didn't really like add this kind of coordination, but at least this hackathon is something that is going to be going on from on. So thank you so much for participating.
All right. Thank you very much for staying this long. We are very sorry for taking too long. We scheduled for 1 p.m., but we ended up using additional 2 hours. So thank you for your time and effort. The result will be shared shortly, so just hold on and be patient. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye for now.
Right.
Thank you.
Some of us leave now. Thank you.
Okay, man. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much.